Hello, it is about that time. I've been talking about it for God knows how long. So I'm here to do my K-pop yearly roundup. I'm a little tired though, cause just been busy with work and everything. Um, I don't know if I should like get started or just wait till someone comes in. I don't know. Um, so let me turn down my television. I don't want to get no copyright. Um. Okay. So, just in the meantime, um, what I did was I took down everything you guys wanted me to talk about, and I tried to put it in like, try to organize it a little bit because obviously everything I have written down here is from different times of this year. So I figured to have some type of organization that I'm going to, I guess, go through the each month and talk about, I guess, everything that happened within that month. So just like I said, to keep it kind of organized because like it would be a lot trying to go through all these that I've written down and it's like all out of order and stuff like that. So but yeah, so I have a lot of stuff to talk about. So I guess I should get started. So, okay, so I don't think a lot of stuff happened in January because mostly January is like a slow month for K-pop and shit like that. So not a lot of stuff happens. But the one thing that did happen, hi Anthony. The one thing that did happen in January was the explosion of Momoland. Um, to be honest, I never heard. I think I may have heard of Momoland, but I couldn't name you a song prior to Boom Boom. And so I can't remember like how I even came across them. I think it's because it got so popular at that time. Like everyone was talking about it, and I'm sitting here like, who the hell is Momoland? I was like, who? I was so confused. But um, yeah. So I checked out the song, and I really liked the song when I first heard it. I actually still listen to that song. It's been out for almost a year. Actually, I think the song came out on the second, so it's going to be close to a year since Boom Boom came out, and yeah, like yeah, I would have thought I would have got sick of it or already, but I actually really still enjoy the song. Crazy enough, I'm trying to remember because I know they actually broke some type of record. I'm trying to figure that out. So I'm going to my handy dandy um Sweet the Devil. I have a playlist playing. Sweet the Devil is Momoland. So let's see. Because I know they had some type of thing. I'm trying to think. Um, hmm. I mean, I know it reached number 2 on the Gaon charts, and it, went to number 4 on the World Digital Songs chart. Um, okay, so yeah, so it went platinum, and it did about 100 million streams. Wow, that's a lot of streams. Um, I think that was the first. I think if I'm not mistaken, that's the first for a girl group. I think. Yeah, I think so. That's the first for a girl group to have that many streams. I think. Um, yeah, I know it was some other type of thing. I'm trying to find it. Um, Anyways, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't remember the exact record that they broke, but yeah, like they was everywhere. I mean, and they were still promoting the song, like I think even until like April. So they were promoting the song for like months. Because I remember this is when I was watching Inkigayo when it was still coming on. The time it would normally come on. So like they weren't even they weren't actually like doing music shows for it anymore. But the song was still charting. I mean, it was charting for like at least 4 months straight, like just straight charting on the charts and stuff like that. That was crazy though. Because I don't think another girl group had did anything like that at that time. I know most people probably think, oh, maybe Twice and blah blah blah, but nope. Um, yeah, so that's crazy. I mean, I don't know if their popularity kind of faltered a little bit after the whole thing with them and Blackpink and stuff like that. And I know like people were kind of complaining about Bam sounding similar to Boom Boom, but I'm like people do that all the time. Sometimes people make songs that sound similar to their their hit. Like for example, EXID, right? They had Up and Down, but then after that they had All Year. And well, I mean, Hot Pink didn't sound exactly like close, but it was kind of like in the same category as Up and Down. But nobody was complaining about that. So people were like, "Oh my god, it sounds so much like Boom Boom." I'm like, okay, people do that all. Like I said, people do that all the time. It's like, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So I mean, we'll see what's gonna be with um Momoland come next year. Alrighty. So I guess that's it for January. So I guess now we're gonna go into February, and quite a few things happened in February. So the first thing I have on my list is the whole thing with Secret versus TS. Um, so I think it happened first initially with um Jian when she announced that she was uh leaving TS, and basically it was basically what we all figured was going on. They weren't, cause I mean we hadn't seen Secret since 2015. That was no 2014. I think 2014 was their last comeback as a group, and I don't even think they even like promoted in Japan. I don't think they actually debuted in Japan or anything like that. But oh, there it is. So yeah, that was crazy, and I think also like they weren't getting paid for like years. Let me try and find exactly the whole the whole thing. So, cause I mean, Sunwa she left like back in 2016. I think when her contract was up. I think. Um, and then GM had went to the courts and they got it like they said that the contract wasn't even valid, and like I said they weren't paid for like the years they were inactive. And I think Hyosung also announced that she was leaving as well, and the only one that was staying on TS was Hana, or I still remember her as Zinger. So but Hana, she's the only one that decided hi she's the only one that decided to stay on TS. It was a big drama because like I said they weren't paid for like yeah I think like TS owed them like hella money. And again, not surprised, not surprising this life because like I said they weren't doing anything. And I think Hillsong was only really active doing like really on like variety shows. That was pretty much how she was making her money, and still wasn't getting paid and none of that. And I think it was more. I think it was harder for Hillsong to get out of her deal than Jian. I think a couple months ago, Hillsong's contract was officially like done. Like so she's officially no longer on TS and stuff like that. Um, and also, was it and then also I think at this time it was starting to swirl around that also members of BAP were going to be leaving TS as well. Because again, I think it wasn't because of like money issues, just because that the contracts were ending um, this year. So people wondering like, are they going to stay on TS? Are they all going to leave? Are they going to break up? So I'll get to all that later on. But yeah, I mean it's fucked up with Secret because the simple fact is that they pretty much made TS because no one was checking for TS prior to that, and because they popped off, what I'm saying, they actually TS owes a lot to Secret, because if it wasn't for Secret, there would be no BAP, there would be no Sanamu, there would be no Untouchables, there would be no um, TRCNG, that group. You know what I'm saying? They would None of them would even exist if it wasn't really for Secret. Um, and it's just, I don't know. I just don't understand how people can really do their artists like that. They put in all this time and energy and work and stuff like that. Um, for just them to not get paid. I'm like no one works for free. But that's why I'm like, what I'm saying, when people want to talk about they want to be idols, I'm like, do you really? I mean, because it's like it's not either, just not even just an idol, but just a musician. Because if you don't really know the business side of it, you're gonna be screwed, because you could be like screwed out of a lot of money. So if you are going to be like in entertainment or anything like that, you don't need to just know the artistic side. You need to know the business side, because so you can get a real shady ass deal, and you stuck under contracts for years. Like some people who have like 13-year contracts and shit like that. SM. Um. So yeah, I mean, that was a whole mess, and I don't understand why Hana just said she wanted to stay on TS. I'm like, the thing was, they're not doing anything with her. They haven't done anything with her since Secret pretty much disbanded. Because I just expected. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just expected them to do like have her release stuff. She hasn't released jack shit since February, since this whole thing popped off. So it's like, okay, you stand there as doing what? Like honestly, the only thing I think ever came out of TS, I don't really think anything came out of TS this year. Like I don't think we got anything from Sanamu this year. I don't think. Um, no, we got the new boy group TR. Is there another way to say that group? I don't like you saying TRC and G or tracing, whatever. I think they released like a single like early in January, but that's pretty much it. No, I think no. So I think Sleepy released the whatchamacallit. He released the a mini album, I think. Um, yeah, that name is dumb. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, what's that name? Name was stupid, but it's TS, so again, I shouldn't be surprised. Um, but yeah. So let's see, what's next? Okay, next, Taeyong gets married. So as you all know, December of last year, he had announced that him and his girlfriend Min Hyun were going to be engaged, and now because Taeyong was supposed to enlist um soon, they decided to get married back in February. Um, Now part of me feels like I guess maybe they just want to just get the wedding part over with. But I mean, they could have waited till he got out, because I mean he gets out in like November of next year. But whatever. So everyone, no, not everyone, because there was no Icon or Blackpink. I think they had schedules, but like a lot of other celebrities was there. Of course, this week is the first time we've seen OT5 of Big Bang in a hot minute, because Top's kind of been laying low since the whole scandal last year. So, and then people actually had the nerve to be mad that he showed up. I'm like, he's known this man over a decade. Do you think he wasn't going to show up to his wedding? Come on now. Come on. Seriously, people. Um, but yeah, from what I saw, and I think also the person that put together the reception with the same person that created the wedding scene for Twilight, which is like, oh, that's when you know you got money like that. But okay. It looked really nice. We don't really know much about the wedding. We just know that we just seen like videos and pictures here and there and stuff like that. But Huron looked beautiful. Everyone looked nice. You know what I'm saying? Cool to see everybody. You know, of course the YG fan was there, so that was great. Um, and so, but yeah, that was awesome. Even though that's my ultimate bias, but I was still happy to see think about it. He's the first member of Big Bang to get married. Hi. So that's crazy. Okay, next. Speaking of Icon, because I have Icon playing, Icon's huge return. So, okay, so we already know last year wasn't really a great year for Icon last year, being the fact that B Day and Bling Bling didn't, not too much, not too much. I'll do, you know what? I guess for those who come in late, at a certain point, I'll do like a quick recap of what I talked about and stuff like that. But yeah, so last year didn't have a really great year last year. Because Bling Bling and B Day didn't really do all that hot on the charts and stuff like that. So I mean, I was very surprised that YG was saying that Icon is having a new album. I said, oh, okay, because I just expected that I was going to see Icon for like another year and a half or 2 years. But the fact there's a new album, and I'm like, great. And so I didn't know what to expect. So I'm like, am I going to get like another Bling Bling? Am I gonna get like a My type of thing? So I was kind of anxious about it. Then came Love Scenario, and I don't think anyone expected Love Scenario to do as big as it did. Um, I think yeah, it broke records. It broke Big Bang's record. It had like hella streams. Um, trying to figure out like trying to see if I can find like the actual stats of the song. Let's see. So, oh yeah, I think it had like a crazy all kill and okay, it said they are the second boy band to ever have achieved number one on more than 7 charts since iChart began ranking songs back in 2010, with Big Bang having previously accomplishing a similar feat. The group managed to achieve 204 hourly perfect all kills, where a song is number one on all charts for a certain amount of time. It is it is the only song by a group in history to achieve such a feat thus far. That's a big deal for Icon. Um, and then it says also it spent 6 weeks on a Gaim's digital chart, and it also spent 913 hours on Melon for 40 straight days. So it was number one. That was like the number one song on Melon for 40 days. That's 2 months. Yeah, it's being tied with that Sean Way Back Home song, whatever. Um, and then it also I think it topped the Genie chart for like 35 days, and then Love Scenario also was the first song to go platinum by surpassing 100 million streams. So that was crazy. So let's see. And I think also Love Scenario is their most viewed video so far. Um, yeah, let me see. I gotta check back the views. Yes, it's at 230 million views. That's their most viewed video yet. Because for the most part, icon videos are like almost at 100 million views, but yeah, this is like definitely the most viewed video. Um, Also, I mean, the album was great. The album was really good. Um, I honestly just probably, do I like it more than the first one? It's kind of hard because I mean I love both albums. Yeah, exactly. Like that song was, like I said, if it does not win Song of the Year on any of these award shows, I'm going to be very upset because you can't deny that the fact that no other song pulled anything like this year. Like you can't deny that. Like I said, the only songs I can think of that could be competition is Boom Boom, maybe Fake Love. That's it. That's not, that could be his competition, but you can't deny this. You know the impact that Love Scenario did in Korea. And also the fact that the song was banned in elementary schools because kids would stop singing the song, and yeah, it was crazy. Like I said, I don't think anyone expected this song to blow up as well as it did. But I'm glad. I feel like I said, I feel like this year is like what Winter had last year with like Really Really and Island and Love Me and stuff like that. How those songs did really well last year for Winter. It's the same thing this year with Icon. You know what I'm saying? They had multiple comebacks, which is unheard of in YG. Um, I don't even think, like I said, the last group I heard, I think, had that many comebacks in a year was Big Bang. It's all because of the main series. That was it. Um, so like all the comebacks this year have charted on the charts and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely hope that YG keeps this momentum with Icon next year, and like they don't go ghost because that'll be stupid. Okay, so next on my list is BTS's DNA and Mic Drop goes gold in America. Now, this is the first time a K-pop song from a K-pop group has done anything like this. So this is major for not just BTS, but just K-pop period. Um, I'm trying to think. At this point, has it gone platinum? I somebody went. I can't remember what song went platinum. Was it My Drop? I think at this point, My Drop has gone platinum now. I think. Cha can't. Okay, I'm gonna get into whole. I'm gonna just get into BTS later, cause it's I can't really think of like I can't think of everything that they've accomplished this year. It's a lot of shit. Um, but that's great. And okay, the whole and then the last thing that I have written down for February is the whole Yuki Dam situation. So if you don't know who Yuki Dam was on. She first appeared on Showing the Money season 3. Um, and she didn't really last. I mean, she was on. She did fairly well, but people, I think most people really remember her was from what you call it, Unpretty Rap Star. So she was on Pretty Rap Star, and then I think she came on again for season 3. Yeah, she was on season 1, and then they brought her back for season 3. And so after after Unpretty Rap Star, you don't really hear much from Yuki Jama except for like she did a feature on Hannah's Ice Ice for her A Plus album, which was 2015. And so let me try this fan. And so I'm trying to think. So basically, what happened was what it was like a series of events that happened with her this year. So I think first was what happened was somebody, you know how if y'all read fan fiction, basically someone used Yuktidam and Daniel in a fan fiction, and somehow she stumbled across it, and she was going off about people talking, using her life or whatever, but no one knew that her and Daniel from 101 actually dated. You know how sometimes people just use the person's picture. They may have a different name, but sometimes they use the actual people's names or whatever. But no one had no fucking idea that these two actually dated. So of course, Warnables flipped the fuck out like, oh my god, she dated Daniel. I'm like, mind you, it was like, I don't even know how long ago this shit was, but it was like mad long ago. But anywho, she was going off about it, and like she was getting dragged all over fucking social media about it. About basically the fact that she admitted the fact that she had dated Daniel, because at the same time it's like no one would have known had you not said shit. So coming back in late to save it. Oh. Oh, it is platinum. Okay, I knew it was one of them damn BTS songs that done went platinum at this point. But yeah, I said no one would have known that you and Daniel dated if you didn't say nothing. I'm like, it's not that, it wasn't that deal. I'm like, how she not mad? Yuchidam, she's a rapper. Um, I can't really, yeah, she was a rapper, and then so that was that whole drama thing. And then also, um, whatchamacallit, what was the company that was, oh Jesus, who was fucking I forgot the name of the company that was managing One on One at the time. I can't remember who the hell was it. I'm trying to find. I know it was somebody. Someone help me out. Who was the company that was YMC? Okay, this is an article. YMC is I think the same company that was managing IOI, if I'm not mistaken. They came out with some statement. No, I think it was YMC. I think YMC is the same company with Ailey and Jesse. I think that's the same company. But yeah, so they came with some statement, and then I think this other rapper named Casper, who was Yuki Dam's best friend, she came out and said yes, they did date, and then somehow Yuki Dam's father got into it. Girl, it was a whole ass mess. And then that's not the only thing that happened with her this year. So then, after all of that, she fucking comes to America. She's in LA. Some random, don't know why, she's out in LA. She's trying to, I guess, help the homeless or some shit. And it's a shit that went viral. She was talking to a couple homeless people. And then what happened was somebody stole her bag. And it had her phone, her passport, all that stuff. Yeah, well, this is like early this year. This is like back in like February. So that's why. But yeah, so someone stole her bag, and then the people, the homeless guy that she was talking to, found out who it was and got her bag back. But here's the thing: instead of thanking them, she just starts spazzing out and cursing them out. And I'm like, but sis, they got you your shit back because they didn't have to do nothing. You could have just been asked out. Now, so I know some people's like, well, why would she carry her passport? Because that's her identification. If y'all don't know, you really ain't supposed to be roaming the streets without no ID on you because, God forbid, something happens. How are they going to identify you? You can get in trouble. Like, I mean, I know it's not really a big deal in most places because it's like, it's like jaywalking. Some people don't really trip over jaywalking, but some places do. But yeah, if you're in America, you need to have identification on you every time you leave your house. I did not know that was like a big fucking deal, but yeah, that's what it was. Um, that was a whole drama. And so there was that, and then I think later on after that, she did a concert in LA. Um, Let me find an article that Asian Junkie wrote because they actually wrote an article because she had, like I said, she had this prom 2 concert. Yeah, it said, yeah, Chef Faraz, if you get pulled over, they check for ID. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter if you're driving or walking down the street. You need to have identification because you can get in trouble for it if you don't have identification on you. Um, I'm trying to think what I think it was like something. Where was it? Okay, yeah. So I remember Asian Junkie. They wrote an article about her concert in LA. So long story short, she had a concert, but pretty much it was just a karaoke session. Pretty much, she was doing covers. I'm doing it air quotes because like who like it's one thing if you do like a couple songs, but that was like majority of her set was her like doing covers of other people's shit. I'm trying to think what songs did she do. Um, I heard that whole thing was a whole struggle mess. Um, let's see. I think that oh yeah, so she was doing a Hyuna song. Like she did like a couple of Hyuna songs, a couple of Sunmi songs, um, like all that other type of shit. So yeah, so she was doing covers of other people's shit, and then when she did get to do her own music, she was going at it with the DJ. It got so bad that people were leaving. It was it was so bad. Like honestly, if you want to read the article, it's you just go to asianjunkie.com and just type in like you just search and just type in Yukjidam YUK and then it's GJIDAM Yukjidam. So yeah, so that was February. So now we're gonna move on to March. So March, oh Jesus Christ. So March was the K-popalypse, apocalypse. Basically, CJE&M was the lead name on his fucking channel and just passing out strikes like. Luckily, I didn't get hit with the whole thing. Thank Jesus. But yeah, it was people were stressing out because people's channels were getting like people channels were deleted, people was getting strikes and stuff. It was crazy, and so like now people was like some people they don't react to certain artists that's under CJE&M or I'm sorry Stone Music now. Um, so people were like, okay, well who can you react to? And a lot of people's under them, so let's see. Stone Music Entertainment. Um, yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was. Oh, sorry. Okay, so Stone Music is formed under CJE&M, so it's not two separate companies. Okay. Um, but yeah, so yeah, and then they also had like subdivisions. So let's see. So I think people who's under there now. Okay, yeah. Okay, so it's oh yeah. Okay, so it was formerly called CJ ENM Music, but now it's called Stone Music Entertainment. Um, so currently is SG Wannable, Davichi 101, Into It. That's the group from the Boys 24 show. From Is 9, Ice 1, of course. Um, Eric Nam, Roy Kim, Hayes, Ash B. She's another rapper that was on Pretty Rap Star. Kim Min Jae, he's an actor. I've heard of him. I think former people that used to be on there is Lee Shorty, Busker Busker, IOI, Spica, JBJ. But they also have like people that's affiliated to the label. So you have Jellyfish, which is Vix, Highlight, which is G2, Ready, Keith Abe, Occasion, AMG, obviously that's J Park's label, Amoeba Culture, um, yeah, and then also there's like a distribution label, so there's people who have distribution under Stone Music, so that's Amoeba Culture, AMG, Feel Good Music, Higher Music, Highlight, Illionaire, Jellyfish, KQ, Pledis, Rainbow Bridge, WM, all that other type of stuff. So basically, a lot of people is or once was under CJE&M at some point. And so, like I said, all of a sudden, basically, so when all this shit was going on, a lot of people was wondering why people's channels were getting striked. I'll explain in a second what you missed. People were explaining, um, people were like, why is my channel deleted? Why is my bills getting striked? Why is my shit getting claimed? Basically, I think somebody emailed someone from CJE&M and they got an answer. So basically, CJE&M wanted to only use their own, like, have their own shit, so you couldn't, I guess, kind of have their own platform to show their artist stuff. So in order for you to react to them, you pretty much had to be a partner with them, basically. So like, say if you want to react to Vic's stuff or any, or like IOI 101. I mean, I'm not sure about the subdivision part, but like especially, but mainly like the artist. So like Eyes One or 101 and stuff like that. You would have to be a partner with CJE&M so you won't get claimed type shit. Um, so then now people's deleting all they VIX reactions, all they fucking 101 and IOI reactions and all this other type of shit. So people like in panic mode, and I know like I forgot, so I know that another YouTuber, he finally got his channel back, but his channel was like deleted and stuff like that. So then, so at that point, people were now like kind of freaking out. Like, okay, they had to like move some of the reactions to different platforms, like Daily Motion and Vimo and stuff like that. So they can still have it up, but you can't do it on YouTube. So now people are treading lightly on what to react to now because it's copy. At the end of the day, it's copyrighted. It's copyright material, whether we like it or not. Which is, I mean, I know most people, they don't really think about that type of shit, but at the end of the day, you are taking someone else's content, and some people who do make reactions do make money. So you're actually making money off of someone else's shit. So I can understand to that extent, but on the other side, I can understand people's frustrations because these reactors are bringing attention to your artists. So it's like I can understand both sides. Like on the business side, you're making money off our shit, but we're giving you promotion for your artist. So it's like I understood both sides. But that was a whole mess. So like I think I spent like 2 weeks just trying to like, at first I was gonna download, but I'm like, there was so many videos I was gonna have, like so many reaction videos I was gonna have to download. I would have not been able to fit all them damn videos. So I just went to go back to watch whatever videos that I thought might get deleted as much as I could before this just went. But for the most part, people did delete so many videos, but I think it's cooled down since then. Okay, let me look at some comments. So it sucks I had to delete my VIX videos, all the Mama videos and IOI videos and every other getting deleted on other um reaction channels. Um okay, so I'm gonna do a quick recap after I finish with March. So also in March we have some sad news, and that was with the passing of Minwoo of 100%. So like I said, I'm going to be 100% with y'all. I did not follow 100%, so I wasn't familiar with them. And I know my mom, she had hit me up and she was like, "Oh, did you hear about um I remember from 100%." I was like, "Wait, what?" And it's like I wasn't familiar with them. I said, "I know that they're in the same company as Teen Top, but I wasn't familiar with the group, so I had to like kind of like do my research a little bit." And I was like, "Oh, okay, I remember one of the members, um he was on the unit, Rockyun, who was he has a crazy voice, like like he hit like his falsettos are no, if you've never heard him sing, just watch like 100% videos. Yes, remember he was the leader, yes, and he was the oldest, which surprised me because he was 33. And a lot of the other members were like in their early 20s, which you don't really see that in groups. I think the only other group I've seen that in was History, where Kyungil, he was already 30, where the other members was like 22, 23. So, because normally most people in groups, they're like kind of close in age. So that was kind of a gap. So, but I mean, hey, he was the leader and stuff like that. But so that's how I kind of remembered about 100% was because I watched a bit of the unit and I remember him specifically. So, it just came suddenly that he just passed away and no one knew what it was, and he was only 33. And so of course people were wondering like, what was it? And so basically they're saying it was cardiac arrest, and that's not normal for people that age. So unless he had some I mean, they didn't really like specify, like go deep into what caused it. But we know it was just a cardiac arrest, and he sadly passed away at the age of 33. So Uptension and Teen Top and 100%, they all halted their promotions and stuff like that for a bit. Obviously, Uptension did come back not too long ago, and also 100% had dropped this. I think they had this stuff in Japan. Cause I think it's another thing. They weren't really, really active in Korea, but they were more active in Japan and stuff like that. But I mean, still, because I don't know most 33-year-olds who have heart problems and stuff like that. So I mean, it's really sad. Definitely sad. So rest in peace to him. Um, and so the last thing I have for March is good old Wendy from Red Velvet. Jesus Christ. So basically, Wendy was out here stereotyping white folks and black folks again. So basically, she was on some show, and Wendy, they asked her, being that she's from Canada, and they was asking her, I guess, what it's like to, was like dealing with different types of, races and shit like that. So she does a stereotypical white girl voice, and then she does the stereotypical black girl voice, or just how like they act, and people were pissed. Um, I didn't actually make a video about it, but I wasn't sure. I was more confused as to why she did it in the first place when she got her ass dragged when they first debuted. Y'all do not know. Y'all probably know. But if I don't remember, she got dragged for doing this exact same shit when Red Velvet first debuted. I mean, they had literally just debuted. They was fresh out the fucking training room, and she goes in this radio show, and she does the exact same shit. And they drug her ass. She apologized. We move on. Years later, she does this shit yet again, and she gets drugged again. And I know people saying that she was racist. Do I think Wendy's racist? No. Do I think she's ignorant as fuck? Yes, I do. Do I like her? I mean, yes, I like Wendy, but I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say her like, oh, she's a racist, because I think people tend to throw the word racist around too fucking loosely. Like, I guess people don't know the definition of being a racist, but whatever. Anywho. But yes, I thought that she was very ignorant, and I just don't understand why she thought that was necessary, because I know that not every white girl talk like they're from the valley. That's in California. Like, not every girl talks like, oh my god, like, I guess I'm gonna go to the mall today and get some pickberry. Like, no. 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 Like, not every white girl talks like that. Not every black girl talks like she from the hood. Like, she don't talk like, well, see, I don't really talk. So what? I have my ratchet moments, but not every black girl is like doing all of this and like, yeah, bitch. Like, no, we don't. No, that's not all of us, okay? Gosh, like, duh. Like, it's fucking common sense, people. So I'm just confused. I was like, see, that's the thing. I'm not sure if they actually drug her at the concert. I don't know. You know, and I was just getting ready to say, like, yeah, not every black girl acts like Cardi B. Like, that's like straight from the hood, ghetto, ratchet. That's not all of us. You know what I'm saying? There are some black girls that talk like they got some sense. And I said, not all white girls sound like they're dumb. Like, they have like a fucking, not all white women sound like they have a fucking IQ of a fucking peanut. No. Just no. Like, seriously, girl, like, that was so annoying. Like, I was just sort of like, I just had to give it like the mega side eye. Like, what the fuck, bro? Anywho, so for those who are late, um, I'm just recapping everything that happened in K-pop this year. So first I went through January. So I was saying in the very beginning that I'm going to break this down in months. So everything that you guys gave me, I went back to find out like when everything happened. So they're not actually in order because I got time for that shit. So I put everything that happened in that month. So it's easier for me to have it some type of organization. So back in January, I talked about the rise of Momoland. February, I talked about the whole situation with Secret versus TS. Taeyong got married. Icon had their huge comeback. BTS's DNA and Mic Drop went gold. And the whole Yuji drama. And March, I talked about the K-pop calypse with CJ on the past Minwoo of 100% and Wendy doing a bunch of ignorant shit. So next we have April. So not a lot of stuff happened in April. But one major thing did happen in April. But I'm gonna get into that. So the first thing, well no, two things. So the first thing is this whole Nilo song thing. Okay. So basically this random singer came out of nowhere and like in the thief of the fucking night just had the number one song in Korea, and no one knows how that even happened because this is back in early April. So this is when Twice came back. Twice had came back. No, the anniversary is in May, right? Is it May? It's not April. This is May. Hey, whatever. Anyways, so back in April, so back around that time, Twice had came back. EXO came back. Was it EXO? Did they come back? Was it EXO? Was it BC? I don't fucking remember. I know it was like big artists. I know it was Twice. It was Twice, Winner, Pentagon, TVXQ. Like people came out around that time, and all of a sudden this random dude had number one song in Korea, and no one knows how that even happened. And okay, because I could have sworn the EXO came back. Okay. So we were wondering, one, who is this dude, and two, how. Yes, BTS was in May. I said I know it's someone else, but I'm bugged. Whatever. I'm old. Whatever. so, so, um, a lot of people were confused, and no one knew who this person was. So of course, people thought that some shady shit was going on, and so they were saying that, oh, you know, the song got a whole bunch of streams, and because you already know how they change shit up with the midnight releases, so you don't do that anymore. So back in like I think they stopped doing it. I'm gonna say 2015 or 2016. One of those, they stopped doing midnight releases. So normally a song could come out midnight or midnight here in America, but 12 in the afternoon in Korea, right? So a lot of times when someone came out, sometimes when someone came out, I knew someone in fucking EXO. I know I'm not fucking crazy. Yes, EXO EXO CBS came back. And I'm like, I know someone in EXO came. Okay. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I knew EXO came. I was like, man, okay. I forgot about the subunit, but yes. But anyways, so artists they weren't allowed to release shit at midnight no more. Thank you, girl. So they weren't allowed to release. They weren't release up at midnight anymore. So they had to change it to like now. Before, if you were in America, you can wait up to like 11, 12 o'clock. You can catch a comeback. Now we gotta wait till like 3, 4, 5 in the fucking morning. So people trying to figure out how can this person go number one. First, we've never heard this guy. No one's ever heard this person. So a lot of shady shit was going on, and somehow this song was trending for like weeks. It even was trending to the point where it was on music shows. And when I tell you Korea was not fucking with this song or this guy, I've only seen one picture of this person. He's never done a fan meeting, never done a performance. No one knows who this person is. Like, I've never seen him perform a song at all. And it even actually said, and like I said, it made it on music shows. So like they was up there the top three with like Twice and shit. Nuts. And of course it was to crack me up because every time I watch Inkigayo and they'll say Nilo, they'd be like fucking crickets. Like Korea was not fucking with this song. It was kind of funny. It was kind of fucked up because like, you know what I'm saying, that spot could have went to like a Twice or EXO or some shit like that. It was just, I still don't know how that happened. Then people were claiming that they didn't stream the song, but it ended up being in like their stream history. So like I said, a bunch of shady shit was going on with the song, and we have never heard this guy since. So, Jesus Christ. So basically, so the next thing that happened in April. Is this whole Chin situation. Okay. So like I said, speaking of EXO, so EXO CBX, the subunit, came back in April with their second mini album. The mini album? Whatever, don't care. They came out with a new album and they were doing a V Live. And during the V Live, they were playing some game and I don't know if it was Schumann or Baekhyun or whoever, took like lipstick and like overdrew his lips, and he looked all types of crazy. That was back in January. I don't miss shit. I said, I don't know. I forgot. There's so much stuff that happened this year. I forgot. But either way, I mean, I'm gonna go through everything. But just anything that I missed that happened, definitely let me know, because that's what we're here for. We talk about shit. We're only been on here for an hour, so it's like whatever. It's only like we're only been here for an hour, so okay. Let's see. So they overdrew his lips. First, they did this one like little thing on his lips. Now I've never heard this character before, but basically this person called Michael, or they pronounce it different in Korea. But basically, it's like a stereotypical character of a black person. I've never heard his character before. But see, I don't really know too much about like Korean animations, like shows and stuff like that. I don't know. And so then like in the subs for it, it says something about like Kunta Kinte lips, and it sparked this whole fucking controversy, bitch. Like people was tight, and I can understand why. And I also, what I did not know was that people was trying to stay here and try to cape for them, but the tea was spilled because if I did not know, back in the 80s, I know it was like a long ass time ago. So back in the 80s in Korea, there was a whole ass play about roots. That existed. Yeah, I did not know that existed, but it did. If y'all don't know about roots, Lord, it's just Google it. I'm not about to explain Roots to y'all because I don't even think I myself haven't even finished Roots, and Roots is long. Roots is long. It's a long ass miniseries. But if you want to know about Roots, Google it. Google is your friend, child. Say Google is your friend. But yeah, so that happened in Korea at some point. Okay. That was a lot. Um and so yeah, it was a big controversy because it was like what they know about Kunta Kinte. Um yeah, it was nuts. It was kind of crazy at that point because again we're having a conversation about not necessarily blackface in this situation with Chen, but just racial things that was going on that again 2018. Google, y'all got the fastest internet. Hi Dante, y'all got the fastest internet on the fucking planet. It's not hard. And it's not like we've had this conversation that we've never had it before. Like we've had this conversation about shit like this for years. So it's not new to y'all. But like I always hate when these things happen because we have to have these conversations and it gets real ugly because you have people that want to educate people, not be disrespectful, but just educate people, and it goes completely left. You have people who want to cape for people. They want to go through the whole, well, I'm black and I wasn't offended. Bitch, we're not talking about you. We're not talking about you. Go sit in the corner. We're not talking about you. Shut up. Like shit like that. Like this, I hate when this happens. You know, I'm like, oh god. It just gets so messy. It gets so messy. And then what pissed people off even more is that Chen nor SM made an apology for it. So there's people who do not fuck with Chen to this day because of what happened. Because he never apologized, nor did SM. And the thing is, SM don't normally apologize for shit. Not really. I mean, most of these companies don't normally really apologize for shit, to be honest. So I was not expecting one. I just knew it was gonna happen. I said, shit, you did. Y'all gonna be sitting for a long ass time. I think as I'm gonna apologize for this shit. It ain't gonna happen. Um. So yeah, there are people who just don't fuck with Chin, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't not fuck with him, but I definitely give him the side eye from time to time. Be like, you gotta do one okay. You gotta like do one of these sometimes. You're like, okay, bitch. Okay, so we are now in May. So May comes and we have the whole Mixed Nine controversy. So, if I'm not mistaken, back in January was the final episode of Mixed Nine. Everyone knows about Mixed Nine. Mixed Nine was supposed to be another kind of like a great value version of the unit and shit. So there, yeah. So yeah, it's supposed to be like the great value version of the unit. Um, but I don't. I mean, the ratings was terrible. People did not like YG on the show. I couldn't make it through the second episode. I couldn't like I said, had YG not been a part of the show, I probably would have watched it. But a lot of people did not fuck with the show because of YG and just his antics. The fact that he came at Luna all types of sideways. You try to comfort Ace. You was acting like a whole fucking creep, and CL was just giving you the side eye the entire episode. Um, I think like some we try to take a little dig at Jessica because they went to her company and shit. I'm just in her like, word? Okay, okay. But yeah, so we ended up, was he coming at the Dreamcatcher? I don't remember, but I know Dreamcatcher was on the show, but then ended up leaving the show because this is when Dreamcatcher started to like kind of pop off a little bit. So he's like, we got other shit to do. Bye, bitch. Um, so basically, um, the show's over, and they pick the boy group, and so it was nine. I can't remember who the fuck I was in this group. Hold on, I look it up. Hold on. X9. Um. Yeah. So the show ended at the end of January. So let's see if we can find who ended up making the show. I don't know. I don't want the damn episodes. God damn it. Um. Let's see. Oh yeah, cause so basically, yeah. So like I said, basically, Mixed Knives is going to be like the Great Value version of the unit, where um it was supposed to be a girl group versus boy group, and whoever won would debut. Of course, we already knew the boy group was going to win because no one, no one wants to fucking show no love to no girl groups. I don't know why, but whatever. Um, so basically, who made the list was Woo Jin Young from Happy Face Entertainment, Kim Hyojin from WM Entertainment, Lee Rubin from LiveWorks Company, um, Kim Byung Kwan from Beat Interactive, Choi Hyun Sok, he's a YG trainee. Girl, I'm gonna butcher these damn names. Kim Min Suk, he's also from WM. Lee Dong Hun from Beat Interactive. Lee Byung Gon, he's from another YG trainee. And Song Han Kyung, Han Kyung, he's from Star Entertainment. So I think everyone except for like two were already in groups. I think two were from the same group. So basically, what ends up happening is, the show. Let me see the show. Eek. That's fine. These ratings are terrible. Look at these ratings. Look at these ratings, y'all. Y'all probably can't see. Look at the ratings. The ratings of this shit is trash. It just went down. Oh my god, the ratings was so bad. Um, yeah, so basically, like people was wondering at the end what was happening with the group because there was no YG made no moves in mentioning anything of the whole group thing. Now this is back in January, so the only thing that I think YG had mentioned was that Blackpink was coming back, Winner was coming back, Icon was coming back. That was pretty much it. So it's not like at that time he had like a full plate because at that point the only person that came back, yeah, I kind of had was it May? So the only people that came back was Winner and Icon. That was it. So yeah, and so it's not like he had like a full plate on his hands. It's like, but so then people was wondering like what the fuck's going on. Like we don't got no group name. We don't got nothing from this group. And so then after people kept badgering YG, lo and behold, he announced that the whole debut was canceled. Um, you know what? Not always. Wait, no, wait a minute. I think you know what. Now that you've mentioned it, I think Icon and Winner always have a comeback around the same time. That's very fucking true. That's weird. So, but for the most part, yeah, that's okay. That's weird. I never thought of that. But anywho, so here was the deal. So YG's brilliant plan of this contract, check this shit out. So it was going to be for 3 years. 3 whole last years. This contract was longer than One on One's contract, mind you. So for 3 years, they got one album a year. So for 6 months, they promoted with they promoted with YG. For the other half, whoever was in their groups went back to their groups to promote with them. Now, who in a fucking right mind would have signed up for that contract? Who? Okay, so what was supposed to happen to the trainees who hadn't debuted yet? Then what? That was dumb. I that contract was stupid. So stupid. I mean, hell, at least the one for the unit, it made more sense. I mean, it was short as hell, but they released shit. I think the girl group for the unit, they just disbanded, so they're done. The boy group, I think they still promoting and shit. I don't know. I don't really care for neither group, to be honest. But I'm like, who was that? That contract made. I don't think anyone would have signed that shit. I don't care how desperate you are to be an idol. No one would have signed that contract. That shit was really goddamn ridiculous. It's like you. This is the same person that barely gives his own artist a comeback. So we probably would have never really seen anything from this group. And honestly, I feel like they wouldn't have. They wouldn't even. It was doomed to fail because if there was hype for this group, it would have died down because they only got one album a year. It's not like it's not like YG has like a full plate on his hands because the only people you would have been promoting was Icon Winner and Blackpink. That's facts. Before Psy left, Psy had released his album last year. Um, I don't think Epic High would have came up with something because Epic High doesn't normally come out with albums back to back to back. Big Bang's in the military. 21 is disbanded. CL is still, at this point, we're still in America. Lee High wasn't doing shit. You still didn't give Suhyun a solo after her brother begged you for one while he was gone. So it's like, it's not like you got like whatever. So that was a whole bunch of drama, which ended up having YG being sued by Happy Face Entertainment for how much you say? You ask, $9,000. YG, and the fact that you was really out here talking about you getting the best lawyer in Korea, dude, that's $9,000. Not it was yes, it was equivalent to 9,000 US dollars. I shit you not. That's how much they were suing them for. I've seen. Well, YG was getting sued because the trainee, who was it now? Um, what was his name? Woo Jin Young. He made into the group. His company was suing him because of just pretty much time wasted, basically. And that's pretty much why. You know what I'm saying? I think something like the company had to do like styling and stuff for him and all this other type of shit. Um, yeah, so there's that. That's pretty much why he was getting sued. But $9,000 in US dollars. That's how much he was getting sued for. I've seen GD wear shit that was more expensive. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing. That's chump change compared to YG's pockets. That's not hurting his pockets. It's just like you talked about how you lost $11 million because of the failure of Mix Nine. Just just take this L and keep it moving. That's that simple. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand how you can actually win this case, and I think it's still ongoing. Just write them the check, send in the mail, sign, seal, deliver. You're done. That's it. You can be done. You can just be done with it. I just don't understand why you paying legal fees and lawyer fees, and all time in court. It's so fuck. It's ridiculous. Like, just give them the money and be on about your life. Seriously. But it's YG, so whatever, girl. Okay. So next thing that happened in May was this whole JYP cult shit. So basically, it's a story that came out that JYP was a part of some cult. So basically, JYP's wife, she is a relative of I think a man who's like known, who was like a known cult leader. And if y'all don't know, cults run deep in Korea. Like, there's a lot of people who do cult shit in Korea. So like, if you ever go to Korea, be careful, because I've heard stories of people, running up on people, asking them, "You want to join this society?" Da 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 da. Like, so yeah, if you ever go to Korea, be careful, because there are people who try to recruit. There are people who go out there trying to recruit people for cults. Just saying, it's real shit. Um. So yeah. What else? So yeah, so his wife is relative of somebody who's this cult leader shit, and so I think he did a speech at one of the churches or whatever, and then somehow it came out to the story that I keep saying JYP is a member of a cult. So JYP came out with some statement, and it was like, oh no, he's not, he just made a speech, da 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 da. And like, and it's funny because people were actually believing it. I mean, I don't believe JYP is a member is a cult leader. Why should you be a member of a cult? Yeah, it was crazy. Like, just people were sitting here like, the fuck. Child, that was messy. Okay, so now we are now in June. So June was when BTS had announced their Love Yourself tour. So everyone was foaming at the mouth to buy tickets. I being one of them. So, and then the tickets go on sale. Now, I made a video about this whole fiasco. So, they announced the dates. People were excited. I'm like, oh shit, they coming back to Jersey. It's lit. Let's go. Let's get it. I was ready, right? Mind you, I had no job at the time. But I was still like, I'm gonna get, I'll still get a ticket. So, it was like the day after they announced the dates, all of a sudden you started seeing all over like StubHub and Vivid Seats about dates. Like, people were actually buying tickets for the tour, like dead ass. I'm, I'm trying. I'm trying to find this shit. It was like all over Twitter. Um, it might be hard to find on Twitter, but I seen it on Twitter. People's like, yeah, I bought my ticket. I'm sitting here like, but the tickets don't go on sale yet. Like, we literally had just gotten dates for the tour, and we didn't even get all the dates, because I don't even think they released the dates for the UK yet. I don't think. Did they? I'm trying to think when they released the dates. No, I don't think they had released the dates for the UK yet. I think they only just released them for America and Canada. I think they released the tour dates for the UK like not too long after. Um, let's see. So it was crazy how like people were buying tickets like immediately after the fact. I'm like, but they're not. So I thought it was bullshit, because I felt like these companies were playing people. Simple shit. I felt that people were getting played, and I'm just like, nah, that's not cool. The fact that, what I'm saying, you're trying to I don't know, charge people for tickets that aren't even on sale yet. And I remember I literally messaged Vivid Seats and I was like, these tickets aren't on sale yet, so you should not be charging people. And then the tickets were like hundreds of dollars. Like, I'm talking like 500, 400 plus. Like, that's car note money. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's rent money. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was insane. And once the tickets were on sale, it just got worse. Like, if you were able to go to that concert, you are lucky, because it was like the fucking Hunger Games trying to get tickets. People was like willing to sell their fucking dogs to go to this damn show. Like, it was bad. And I really wanted to go, but I was not about to shell out $400, $500, and it was fucked up because I really wanted to go. And me and my mom, we talked about going because she never been to a K-pop concert before, and you know what I'm saying. It was ridiculous. Like, I think tickets, like the highest ticket I seen was like 1,400 for like, I can't remember what stop. I don't know if it was Newark or California or whatever. That shit was crazy, but I was like, what the fuck? It was that crazy to get tickets for the tour. So unfortunately, I couldn't go because one, I had no job, and two, I just simply couldn't find a cheap ticket. But it's all good. So I just know next time they go on tour, I just gotta have my coins ready. Have my coins ready, bitch. Got my war paint on, cause it's gonna be a fight to get them tickets, bitch. Oh gosh, that was nuts. Like, I even Billboard made a story. I made an article saying that that's the most expensive concert ticket this year was BTS. More expensive than Taylor Swift. Who else been on tour this year? Taylor Swift. Jay-Z and Beyonce on the Run 2 tour. Drake, like all these big acts, their tickets weren't as expensive as BTS. Get into that. This is Beyonce. Beyonce tickets are kind of expensive. But the fact that BTS was more expensive than Beyonce, that says some shit. That really does. Okay, so then June comes, and also we get Produce 48. So Produce 48 comes. Now, we had already knew about Produce 48 back last December of last year, because they had announced it at the Mamas in Japan, the first Mamas in Japan last year. So, we got more information about the Mamas, Produce 48. And, we were sitting here like, oh shit. Obviously, this is when I was in Colorado at the time. So I was intrigued because I'm like, okay, I knew that Sam was gonna watch it, and I was like, you know what, might as well, right? It can't hurt to watch it, right? So, oh, damn radiator. So I said, it can't hurt. It shouldn't even be on. It's like fucking 56 degrees. Why is my radiator on? It shouldn't be on at all. It's not even fucking cold. But anywho, um, so I didn't know what to expect because I only watched um bits and pieces of other survival shows. I never really watched Produce or Produce 101 the first season, so I didn't really know what to expect really. Um, but the first episode, y'all know during the summer I was doing live streams like every week. Yeah, every week the show was on until I came back home. Um, we were doing like every episode like every week, so that was crazy. Um, so it was definitely interesting in the beginning. You know, I don't think I think in the beginning it was cool, but I think the drama hit at first was when Jarena left the show. Now, Jarena, if you watch Produce 48, Jarena was, she was in, was she in AKB 48 or was she in one of the subunits? I don't think she was in NGT 48. She might, no, I think she might have been in AKB 48. So she was like one of the most popular members of the group. And so a lot of people were anticipating her to be on the show for a long time. And then not only that, but like Sakura and Jarena was like neck and neck when it came to popularity in the group. So everything was Gucci, and all of a sudden she just bounced. And everyone was like, why the fuck she leave? She claimed to left um for like health reasons and stuff like that. But I don't think she's participated in any of the AKB 48 promotions since she left Produce 48. And it was kind of shocking because, like I said, a lot of people thought that she was gonna make the group, but she didn't even make it far. I think she only made like the first few episodes, so we didn't even really get deep into the show. Then she ended up leaving, and she was like at the top. I felt like, did she actually make the first ranking? I don't even think she made it to the first ranking. I don't think so. I don't remember. No, I think she made. I think she made it to like at least the first ranking that they did. I'm trying to think what else. Anything else that happened? Um, I mean, there was drama with the show because people thought that the Japanese trainees or the other girls, the Japanese trainees weren't really shown much. They didn't get a lot of screen time, which they didn't. Um, which I thought was unfair because it's like if you're trying to make this group a global group, I don't know much about these girls. Like I want to get to know them. You know what I'm saying? That's the point of having this show, but I do sense that they did favoritism, which is Mnet, so I'm not surprised. So they show like certain people like a lot on the show. I'm trying to think, was there any other drama with Produce 48 when it was on? And let's see, shall we? Um, I mean, also besides the fact that the actual end, the damn group only has like 3 Japanese girls in the group, which to me, like I said before, it's a bunch of bullshit. Because the simple fact is that I felt that they should have done half and half. It's like what, 11, whatever, half and half Korean, half Japanese. Boom, there you go. So that's another thing that kind of irritated me with the ending of the group. Um, let's see. Produce 48. I'm really trying to remember if there's anything that actually happened. Oh yeah, the stupid fucking editing, but that's Mnet for you. So like, that's another thing that irritated me about the show was that they had the same old fucking, um, you know, format with the whole drama. Who's gonna get the lead of the song and blah blah blah. You got 2 girls who can sing and who's gonna get the what was it, the main vocal? Yeah, I think it's main. I get main and lead vocal confused. So who's gonna get lead vocal or main vocal, whatever the fuck? And so you're gonna have that member who isn't all that great at singing, but tries really hard to do better, and you know what I'm saying. You got that one person that doesn't have a lot of confidence in themselves, and it's just like we've seen this shit time and time again. Like this is why I can't do survival shows because when it comes to the actual reality show of it, not the competition, but the reality show side, it's the same old, same old. It's like fucking K dramas. It's like how many times we gonna see a K drama with this rich playboy who meets this quote unquote poor girl and falls in love with her, and the mama don't want him dating her because she wants him to marry the, this heiress to like the company that's trying to merge, they're trying to merge with, or like, and then like the second lead is actually in love with the main bitch. Uh uh no, no, no. I'm good, thanks. Like shit like that. But yeah, I mean, but they're going to be more fucking, because we got the next Produce 40, the next Produce 101 next season, like Produce X or some shit. Another new boy group, which will probably, I mean, it's a boy group, so it'll most likely do well because it's boys, and we all know, for the most part, boy groups physically sell more than girl groups. Now if y'all don't know, girl groups do well digitally, but boy groups do more physically. So like people go physically buy more boy group albums, but people are quick to download more girl group albums. If y'all didn't know that, a little bit of inside tea for you, girl. Um, but yeah, like that shit was just. Like I said, I had my ins and outs about fucking Produce 48. I mean, I liked it, but there's some things I didn't like. I mean, I just stopped being so mean to that girl. I'm just still not here for Hyewan on that. I don't want her there. I want her gone. But it's not gonna happen. So I kind of need to get over that shit. Um, but I'm just so glad that Airy girl, she did not make that group, because she was irritating my whole nerve. Oh God, I will never forget the reaction that me and Sam had when we watched the episode where Group 2 for Boombaya won. Bitch, I was so mad. They took me there. I was pissed. I was pissed. And then it's like, what's the point of really having a host where she a snake? No, she was just there. You talking about Hyeon? She was there. Like, people talking about, oh, she improved. Bitch, where? Like, she can't. No, this is not about to be a fucking I can't stand Hyeon live stream. Not doing it. Y'all not gonna take me there. Fuck that. No. Anyway, because I can swear, I can go on and on about the shit I couldn't stand about this fucking show. It's just, whatever. Anywho, so now we're in July. So first we have Minno's Instagram drama. So back in July, somehow somebody was fucking surfing through his likes and shit like that. Um, and they found out that Minnow was following this person on Instagram, and it had like weird content on his Instagram, and kind of weird artsy shit, like weird shit. And then it was also some story that Minnow was a fucking pedophile. I'm like, what? I was like, huh? So I did make a video about it because I needed more information. I was telling her like, what the fuck? So basically, some Nietzsche or some anti whatever took the song. I'm not talking about Produce 48. I'm not talking about that shit. I'm not talking about it. But so basically, they took the song he did, "Turn Off the Light," on the Everyday album, which came out in April, mind you. They took lyrics from they misinterpreted his lyrics and think he was talking about a literal little girl. Now, if you did not hear the song, Winner. You talking about this one? You talking about Produce one? Yeah, Winner. So basically, if you had never heard the song before, basically Minnow, the song is it's another song about sex. If y'all never heard Body, same shit. So basically, Turn Up the Light is him wanting to have sex with this person, but he's trying to fight the urge to have sex with her, so he just wants to lay with her. And in the song, he says like little girl, but he doesn't mean literally little girl. I mean, first of all, I don't think YG would let that shit slide. First of all, one and two, people would have caught on to that shit a long ass time ago. So people took that shit and ran with it and was coming up with this whole narrative that he was fucking a pedophile and all this other shit, and then all of a sudden Minnow just fucking pretty much unfollowed hella people on Instagram, and the person of the actual Instagram came out and said that, they apologized on his behalf, talking about, I didn't, because I think the person, another part of the drama was that the person that Minnow was following had worked with YG in the past. And so people was like, why the fuck would YG work with someone like this? Da 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 da. It was a whole ass mess. So the person that the creator of the Instagram came out, made some statement like, I didn't mean to get him in any kind of trouble. Like, this is the content that I made, blah blah blah. But he is not what y'all say he is, or other shit. It was a whole mess. But basically it ended up dying down after people realized, what the truth was. Yeah, that guy, yeah, he worked with YG in the past. I did not know that. But yeah, that guy, he worked with YG in the past. So Minnow just ended up following that guy. If y'all know Minnow, Minnow is very artsy. I mean, if you bought his new album, he's very artistic. um Not autistic, Jade, artistic. I don't know why I thought I said autistic. Artistic, you know what I'm saying? um but yeah, so I mean, but I think it ended up getting cleared up in the end, because it was just basically saying that people just came out and said that no, that's not the song, he's not a pedophile, this, that, and the third. So everything ended up getting cleared up in the end, but that was a whole mess. I'm sitting here like, what the fuck is what the fuck is going on? Okay, so next, to be honest, the next one I don't know too much about because I wasn't about to watch this bullshit. And that's Vice interviewing EXP Edition, and they labeled them, I quote, the most controversial K-pop group. So, I may have talked about my feelings about EXP Edition. I don't see it for them. I don't get it. I don't think they're good. Now, it's not because they're white. I really don't give two fucks about their race. I don't care. One, I just think, I mean, you can tell yes, they're older, and I mean, I know I've always said, I mean, people should be, they should have more idols, but just image wise, I don't think they fit in. The singing is, the dancing is stiff. I don't think the Korean is all that great. I just feel like it was just this project that they were doing, and they just went too far. Like, they were releasing whole ass mini albums and shit, and I didn't watch that interview because I just didn't want to. I'm sorry. I'm not watching that shit. So I didn't watch it. So I didn't know much about. I just know that they interviewed it, and people were like super duper pissed that they interviewed EXP Edition and shit like that. Um, they're just corny. They're just corny. Like, just stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to, bitch. Just know this K-pop shit's not for you, my G. No. Oh, my G. Oh, God. I just was not here for them. And I hope that I hope that they're done with this shit, because yeah, I just felt it felt try hard. It didn't feel authentic. You know what I'm saying? It really didn't. It really didn't. And like, now the thing was, I would have let them live had the Korean been better, the singing was top notch, the dancing was top notch. It just feels like they just had them do some Rosetta Stone to learn some Korean real quick, and they just did a couple, little cute little 8 counts, and that was it. I just felt, I wasn't convinced. Is what I'm trying to say. But and I know a lot of people was pissed because, oh my God, they're white. I don't care. You need a fucking avatar for all I care. But if you're not convincing, if your talent doesn't show, I don't fuck with you. It's that fucking simple. It's that simple. Race has nothing to do with it. At least for me, I don't care about your fucking race. I don't give a shit. They just want good. They just want good. But it's funny how in the beginning people were dragging the shit out of the EXP edition. But then it came out with that I'm So Stressed song. And everyone's like, oh my God, it's so good. I'm like, what the fuck were you all last year? They do? See, I don't really fuck with Vice like that. I mean, I don't really watch Vice. I only fuck with Vice because of Jesus and Mero, and now they're not on Vice anymore, so I don't really care too shit about Vice. But yeah, so I really don't know much about this. I just didn't care for it. So August. So the juicy drama in August was the whole Edon and Hyuna situation, girl. All right. So let's go back to August. So prior to that, Triple H came back. Everybody was excited. Everything was Gucci. But then people was like, well, you know what? I'm trying to get a little inappropriate with Hui and Edon. You know what I'm saying? And then so because people felt that Hyuna was being a little inappropriate, like touching on them and stuff like that, that's when the rumors started about fucking her and Edon. And I know, of course on Twitter everyone was like, oh yeah, Triple H is like a threesome, and it's mostly Hyuna and Edon, and we just watching some my shit. It was like a joke, but I think people took that too far, and because people took that too far, it led to them coming out with a rumor that her and Edon were dating. Now, you already know, Cube came out and said that they weren't. Hours later, kind of said, yes, the fuck we are. This my man, this my boo. Deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And the fucking internet flipped the fuck out. They're like, oh my God, they're dating. Because of the fact that they were dating for like 2 whole ass years. So they were dating while Edon was in training on Cube. And people were flipping the fuck out. But then, people was like, and then not only that, we end up getting news that Cube kicked both of them out the company. And then not only that, but it also came out that Hui and Sujin from G-Idol, they dated at one point. There's also a rumor that one of the girls from CLC and another member of Pentagon were dating too. So it was like pretty much, it seemed like a lot of people in fucking Cube like fucking each other and shit like that. Okay, bitch. Okay. So there was a lot of shit going on in Cube. People were pissed. The fact that Cube had kicked out Hyuna and Edon. The fact that people was like, well, if it wasn't for Hyuna, Cube would have been under, because especially after A-Pink beef in 4 minutes, ended up leaving Cube and shit. It hasn't been the same. So, like, honestly, the people that's only, like, keeping them really afloat is B2B and Hyuna. And that's just recently B2B started popping off, like, a couple years ago. So, pretty much Hyuna is the main one to have kept Cube afloat. Because you lost A-Pink, you lost B, and you disbanded 4 minutes. So, there's that. So So there was a whole bunch of drama with that, and so people was wondering what the fuck's going on. And so, um, so it wasn't until recently that Kiana and Sidon are now no longer, officially no longer on feud. And ever since then, Kiana and Kiana been living their best motherfucking life, bitch. They out here not giving a single fuck, and y'all can stay mad, basically. People just, they don't care. They do not care. And I know people kind of like sick of seeing them too. I mean, I feel like they can dial it down back a tad bit, but at the end of the day, if they're happy, I can't be mad. And I really hope that this situation gives people more, hope to, more courage to come out and say, I'm dating this person, and I'm happy. It's just that simple. But yeah. And the next, in August, it was revealed that Jungkook was leaving BAP. Now, if you were a fan of BAP, this was inevitable because it had been rumors for months that BAP was like bound to leave TS at this point, especially after the whole thing was secret. So I mean, I was kind of bummed to an extent because he's no longer in the group, but at the same time, I was happy knowing that he has no ties to them anymore. He don't owe them shit. He can do his own thing, be his own person now. So there was that. And so also what I did not realize, I kind of forgot recently, Zello actually announced that he is no longer in BAP, but he actually was supposed to do the European leg of their tour, but he decided to do it for the fans. So we now are down to Henchan, Daehan, Youngjae, and Jugga. So we're down to 4 people. So it seems like come next year we'll see more and more members leave TS, and I can't be mad. I mean, I'm hearing Jungkook is releasing an album. I'm so excited for it. So I'm definitely gonna support it if I can stream it, if I can buy it. I mean, hello, it's BAP, it's my ultimate bias group. Jungkook is my ultimate bias, so of course I'm gonna support. Well, yeah, that's pretty much that. So let me go through some comments. Let's see. So don't forget the Momoland scandal. Oh yeah, the Momoland scandal with Blackpink. Is that what you're talking about? Or the whole BAM video situation? Because I mean, I feel like they've been doing a lot of fucking scandals for these past few months. So everyone was mad about Hyuna and Edon dating, but I was more confused about why Edon looked like a crackhead. Girl, you this whole crackhead thing. Let's see. So Yoga still talks to the members when they was on. Oh yeah, I remember that. Whatchamacallit, Edon. Jungkook was talking about whatchamacallit, was like sending messages to BAP while they're on tour in America and stuff like that. Okay, so yeah, since I mentioned it, Momoland. So basically, the first thing, what came first, BAM, or I think BAM came out first. So basically, Momoland got into some shit because of their video for BAM. Now, not only were people pissed because they felt that the song was too similar to Boom Boom, but the video had some stereotypical images. So basically, and no one ever talks about this shit for some fucking reason. Everyone talks about the whole the fact that one of the members is wearing a sombrero with a dashiki on, holding a thing of nachos. Okay. That was one. But no one talks about the fact that they're dressed up as Cleopatra. No one talks about that shit, but okay. So there was that whole thing with Bam, and then the whole thing with Julie and or Joey, whoever, and Nancy at one of the music shows. So basically, I think, like some of the members, or it was just them two, they didn't bow to Blackpink when they won their music show win for do 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 do. Um, what else? And damn, I think my feet are getting swollen. And then yeah, so they weren't like bowing. They people kind of caused some controversy because people were pissed that they weren't like bowing to like their seniors and stuff like that. Um, and then there's like some rumors that like Nancy's a Trump supporter, her parents are Trump supporters, and all the crazy shit. I'm like, she's like homophobic. I don't know, so I'm not even gonna go deep into that because I don't know too much about it. Um, and also, so the whole CO situation. So another thing that happened this year was, well, first back in January, CL had, you know, released a snippet of her song All In on Instagram, and people were thinking we were gonna get new music. Never happened. And then after a point, CL went on, social media like Twitter and Instagram, liking like shady posts, like tweets and shit about YG, and basically hitting him up like, where the fuck my album at, fam? Like, what the fuck? Like, and like he was pretty much ducking her, and it was rumored that she was gonna leave YG. But so we really don't know the situation with that, to be honest. And if her contract is over soon, girl, leave. Just dip. Because obviously nothing's being handled with your career over at YG. Just saying. Look at Minzy. Yeah, so next is September. Continuing on with BAP, we have the Him Chan sexual assault drama. Now this came out of nowhere. And what happened? Like I said, really came out of nowhere, and there hasn't really been any updates on it since. So basically, it's actually doing a live stream. Someone on a live stream, I don't remember who, came and said that something happened with BAP, and basically was saying that somebody was arrested. I'm like, what the fuck? So basically, it was a story that Him Chan was accused of sexual assaulting this girl while on vacation with some friends. There isn't really much of the story, and there hasn't really been any updates on it. So I don't know what the fuck is going on with that story. I really don't know. Have no idea. So like I said, there hasn't been any I don't think there hasn't been any updates on the investigation. Only thing I know is that Him Chan just went on tour with BAP recently, so that's pretty much it. And then next, we have the Guhara situation. Bitch, where'd I start? Because when I tell you this shit's a mess, bitch, this shit's a mess. Okay. So basically, it came out that Guhara, first it initially came out that she was in the hospital. And I don't think they really stated why she was in the hospital. People just thought that she got sick. Come to find out, she got into it with her then boyfriend. I think he is an actor, and I don't remember his name. But basically, long story short, they're saying that I think they were having issues in the relationship. I think prior to this incident happening, and basically, like it's basically saying that um he kind of like made threats to her before, like in the past and stuff like that, and um so like one night he came home drunk, and I think like he kicked in, like he pretty much like I think he got into her apartment through her code thingy, and he goes up to her and pretty much kicks her awake, and like they get into it, they start physically fighting, and like I think she suffers more damage than he is because y'all see Kuhara, she's tiny, she's a tiny girl, and she had all types of bruises, and she had like internal bleeding in her uterus and all types of fucked up shit. So let me see. Let's see. So she pretty much explained her side of the story. They said that the fight was caused with messages exchanged between her and her boyfriend, and in messages between the boyfriend and I guess her roommate or whatever, and a phone call between the boyfriend and her manager. Crazy shit. So he said on September 10th, Guhara ate lunch with her manager and I guess somebody who works in the industry. However, she told her boyfriend that she was only eating with her manager. Through a phone call with her manager, her boyfriend found out that A was also present at the lunch and got angry with her for lying. So she went to the hair salon where the boyfriend works at and to explain herself, and the boyfriend told her to go home. So it says when asked why she lied about I guess the other person being present, she explained that he usually treats me well and is friendly. However, we fight whenever other men are brought up. He scarily changes if a close acquaintance or older friend contacts me. He says things that are hard to bear. I didn't want to fight over something like that, so I didn't tell him when there was a gathering with other men. It was the same that day. I didn't want to cause trouble. So basically, he has a jealousy issue. Basically, just to cut that shit short. So basically, 12 a.m., 12:30 a.m. Her boyfriend walks into her house drunk. She's sleeping in B's room. I guess her roommate's room. Because her roommate is like, um, or they like she said, Unnie asked to sleep in the room together that day. I woke up at the sound of the door opening. The boyfriend came into the room. She pretended to be asleep. And the boyfriend was like, "Are you able to sleep in a situation like this?" So he kicked her. Um, and then so it says so the boyfriend and Hara and the boyfriend walked out the room, closed the door, and they began arguing. Basically, she was saying that he pushed her, cursed her. She pushed back. They started to fight. Um, and then he threatened her as he was leaving the house, and saying that as he was leaving, he's like, "I'm going to fuck you up. I'm going to ruin your career as a celebrity." Blah blah blah, all that type of shit. Um, so yeah, it just seemed like a whole bunch of mess. And like they said that she also shared that her diagnosis from her gynecologist and orthopedist. He said that she had uterus and vagina hemorrhage. So like, was he literally kicking her in the vagina? Like that's the only way I can think of something like that happening. But holy shit! And then they said that she had cervical sprain, facial contusions and sprains, and lower leg contusions and a sprain, right arm, right forearm, and additional sprains. Like he fucked her up. That's fucked up. So like, other than that, it was just this big old drama. Going back to court, I don't know if it hasn't been settled yet, but it came out to be, oh god, what's the dude's name? I know he's an actor. Um, fuck is his name? Jesus Christ. And based on, and I think he tried. I forgot his name, but he tried to flip it on her because he was out here showing bits of his face. Like his little scratches compared to her, it's like it doesn't one outweighs the other. It's like okay, you got scratches on your face, but she literally has like damages. She had like damage to her uterus and her vagina and her cervix. Like, he had to be like stomping on this girl or kicking her really, really hard. Jeez, that's crazy. Oh my god. But yeah, so and then I think he also was saying that he threatened to release quote unquote sex tapes and all this other crazy shit. It's been a whole mess. Like I said, there hasn't really been much of an update on the story since, but I hope that is he gonna go to jail? Probably not, because it's Korea and they don't really do much when it comes to like domestic violence and stuff like that. But yeah, I know I definitely do feel bad about her having to go through all of that. Um, okay. So, unfortunately, we're going to continue on with some more troubling news, and that is with drama with the Eastlight. So, basically, the Eastlight was a band. I think one member was on Produce 101, the second season of Produce 101. And they were like a band. I don't remember the company that they were under. Media Line Entertainment. So basically, the leader came out and spoke on the fact that they were being abused by their producer, and that pretty much the CEO did nothing about it and just kind of just like wrote it off. Um, so it's gonna get a little. So basically, he came out and he held this interview and stuff like that. So basically, he was saying from 2015 to last year that he pretty much would beat them with baseball bats and iron bars in the practice room, and I guess if they messed up on something, and even threatened to kill them if they told their parents. Because don't forget, like he's like they're young. Um, so yeah, like he was very they're young. I think the leader is only like 18. So every other member is like they're teenagers. Um and they said that another member who was his brother was locked in the studio, and the producer hit his head, arms, thighs many times to the point where he was bleeding from his head. Like he had bruises, and like his scalp was bleeding from being being like assaulted. And they said that the boy had to get psychiatric treatment. And then also, um, I think something else with like guitar wire. Like he was saying that he was like strangling them with like guitar wire if they messed up on during practice or something like that. And then pretty much they went to the CEO, but the CEO didn't do nothing about it. Pretty much just like turn a blind eye to the abuse. Um, and they also pretty much, I think the producer also hung pretty much their career over their heads. Like if you don't do what I say, your career's over type stuff. So it's disgusting to hear stuff like that. To hear someone just go through that type of abuse. It's terrible. It really is. Um, it's just bad. So I mean, it's unfortunate that pretty much the group is done pretty much. Now I don't know what's going on with the other members, but the leader and his brother, who I think he was a drummer, they left. And they moved out. They moved the dorm or other type of stuff to get away from him. They haven't really stayed. The company released some bullshit ass statement, but there hasn't really been much said about it except for that yesterday actually, the producer has been arrested. Before, like ahead of them doing trial, before they go to trial. Um, see, they said that Moon Young Il, I think that's how he's put. Yeah, I think Moon Young Il. I think he was accused of verbally and physically abusing members of the East Light, and they said that he was arrested. Um, so they said that there was an arrest warrant out for him for about on December 14th. So he is currently in jail right now for citing and abetting violence and violating child welfare laws or the other shit. So at least he was arrested. So that's something, right? Um, but yeah, that was got a little dark right there. Um, okay, so there's another story where it's kind of weird. Now y'all probably not gonna know who this is, but so this year on Show Me the Money, there's a rapper named Dark. It's D.ARK. Or I don't know if it's Dark or D-Ark, whoever. He was on the show. And I think he was kind of popular. Now he's 15, but he got caught up in this controversy because he was dating a 26-year-old. Yeah, 26. He was 15. Um, Now I didn't watch Show Me the Money this season, so I don't really know much about this kid. But yeah, so he was 15. I think this happened when he was younger. So she was, I think he was 14. She may have been like something like that. No, she was younger. So the girlfriend posted shit on Instagram, and she says, so she pretty much put all his shit on Instagram, bitch. Like she wasn't spilling, but she was tossing that shit. So she goes, one, you gave me your number and your address, dragging me, your fan, into your private life was also all you're doing. Two, I was cautious of you at first and kept my guard up, and even while you were still chasing after me like a cute little boy, I still said no. When you first forced physical contact with me, I said no. And when you tried to get me in your arms and kiss me, I said no. I said I would go home after that. When you apologized and tried to explain things to me, I was willing to talk it out with you. After talking with you, I started to believe you loved me and cared about me. Okay. I don't know what the truth is, but I won't be the judge of your emotions. But my feelings were real. From being your fan to then to your girlfriend, I was happy. But sis, he's 15. You're almost 30, girl. You couldn't have waited till he was 18 at least. So basically she would just assume that she accused him of, I don't know, like sexually assaulting her or something like that. Girl, this is a mess. And then that was the Jesus Christ. And then it says, in addition, the ex-girlfriend stated that she rejected his advances because there are no methods of contraception at the time. What?
I didn't know. I was like, she's still talking? Okay, bye-bye.
Yo, sweet Jesus. So girl, you out here fucking 15-year-old sis. Come girl, what? Jesus Christ. And it says, however, some nieces have been expressing their disbelief in the fact that a woman in her mid-20s has been dating a 15-year-old boy. They've also pointed out that he backed off when she rejected his advances. This whole thing was a mess. I remember something. I remember it coming out, and basically, they was talking about, like, basically she was accusing him of like sexual assault, some old wild shit. I'm just saying how like, but you were dating. I don't, regardless of whether y'all slept together or not, you were in a whole ass relationship with a fucking 15-year-old, sis. It's not like he was 18 and you're 26. When he's 18, he's a fucking grown ass man at this point. But he was 15. He was a freshman in high school. I'm I don't get it. I don't get it. That's like her sleeping with like my nephew or something. I'm just trying to understand how you even let this go on. You're a grown ass woman. You could have any man in Korea, but because this kid, because he's a kid, because this kid probably had some crush on you, you took it further. Like no one's talk. Like how come no one's arresting this chick? Like that's statutory rape, girl. Or just if, I don't know if they actually like really if they actually had sex or anything like that, but you had an inappropriate relationship with this kid. At the end of the day, that's just what the fuck it is. And I don't understand how no one's pressing charges. Yeah, like I don't know any parent that would let their 15-year-old date some 26-year-old. I don't care if it was a. I don't care. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like you're talking about. Oh, like I tried to, um, like stay away from you and blah, blah, blah. Obviously, you didn't try hard enough, sis, because you dated this kid. I'm like, he's 15. She need her ass beat. Simple as that. So then they was all talking about that whatchamacallit, that Mnet was gonna, I guess like whatchamacallit, like cut his scenes from Show Me the Money because of the controversy because he was still on the show, but they still let him compete on the show and stuff like that. Um, yeah, so basically she was saying that he forcefully demanded physical contact and sexual relations. You refuse, but you still had sex with him, girl. So obviously, you know what? Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never fucking mind. No, you know what? I'm done with this shit because it's just, it's just pissing me off. It's pissing me off. It's pissing me off. So, okay. Let's move on, shall we? So now we're down to November. So November we have the whole JBJ Jungkook situation. I ain't gonna go deep into this bullshit, but basically a lot of shit came out about this member. If y'all don't know who JBJ was a group that formed for members that took produced 40. I keep saying produced 48. Produced 101 season 2 or Produce 101, right? And they got pretty popular. So the group ended up disbanding back in April for some whatever reason. Only being together for a couple months, and then the thing was that they made hella money while they were together, but somehow they ended up disbanding. So, oh, back in November, it came out. I think initially what started it was that he was in a dating rumor with a member. Um, he went he went up. He was dating, rumored to be dating one of the girls from Sonomu, and so that led to someone leaking his Instagram, and all he had a private Instagram that got leaked, and he was people was posting all types of shit. He was saying some wild shit. He was talking crazy about fans, and pretty much just not wanting to do certain things when he was in JBJ, and missing out on promotions and tapings and stuff because he was hungover from partying, and he had a girlfriend that he kept secret, but then really, but then he was spending more time with her than what he's supposed to do was in the group, and the whole cat situation. So we had a cat, and somehow the cat ended up being removed from the dorm, even though he brought them in knowing that some of the members were allergic to cats, and somehow the cat ended up being in the shelter and it got neutered twice. I don't even know how that's humanly possible to neuter an animal more than once, but okay. The poor cat got his ears clipped. It was a whole ass mess, and he was talking about like he wanted fans to get him pretty much give him like expensive gifts, just some more wild shit. And so because of that, I don't think he's still on the show, MTV's the show anymore, because he was hosting it with old girl from CLC and Gino from NCT Dream. And after that, no one fucks with him anymore. I think most people stopped. I think most people didn't give a fuck about the about no one. People stopped giving a fuck about the whole dating thing, and they was all pissed about the whole, you know, cat drama, and just his behavior, and pretty much his career ended before it all started. So that was that whole mess. Um, so next we have good old Sunny. So Sunny decided he just wants to make some song, and he's just called feminist, and he's pretty much just coming at feminists, and people were pissed. Um, bitch, where do I start? Where do I start with this fucking song? I wasn't trying to hear that song because it's disappointing because I was a fan of his. You know what I'm saying? I didn't follow him when he was on JYP, obviously, but like after the fact, I did follow some of his music and stuff like that. But he was just saying some more wild shit. And in one part of the song, he was talking about if women want equal rights, why don't they join the military? I'm like, but there are women who joined the military in Korea. What are you talking about? And so, um, he was saying that, and then just like I said, he was just saying some more wild shit, and people were pissed. And then what makes it worse is just that, like, you talk about, um, you know, women going to the military, but you never served in the military your damn self. Because, I mean, yes, he lived in Atlanta, but if you really wanted to serve your country, you could have. Because there's plenty of people that, plenty of idols who lived in America who gave up their American citizenship to join the army. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens. You know what I'm saying? People who cause so like for example, Eric from Shinhwa, he did his time in the military. He didn't have to. He's from California, but he still did it. Tech from 2 p.m. He only lived in so he only lived in America for a few years, but he still enlisted into the military. So if you really felt that way, you should have done your part and served your fucking country. And you know what I'm saying? And it's like what pisses me off is because yeah, yeah, no, Eric, I think he's from LA. I think Eric from Shanghai, he's from LA. Um, Now, and the thing about it always cracks me up about when people get so pissy about people going to the military is that Korea isn't shipping their soldiers overseas. So I'm not going to sit here and act like the military in Korea is like lollipops and rainbows. Obviously, it's difficult. Duh. But at the same time, like I said, they're not sending them to Afghanistan, unlike my brother, who he chose to be in the Marines. Yes, he did. But they sent him off to Afghanistan. My brother did 2 tours in Afghanistan. He almost died in Afghanistan. So I feel a certain way about that. You know what I'm saying? Because my brother risked his life for this country. And my brother somewhat kind of suffered from PTSD. So there's that. And you know what I'm saying? Let me just read y'all some of these lyrics. Just why not? So he says, women have always been oppressed. Us men have always oppressed them historically. But I don't understand those who say women and men aren't equal right now. And then he says, and then what else did he say? Uh, he says, sister, why mad? Blame system, not men. I'm a feminist. I'm feminist. God. All this other, just a whole bunch of bug shit. God, it's irritating me just thinking about it. But yeah, and then the thing is that he does this song, and then instead of like trying to kind of like ease the tension, he makes it worse by bringing it up again at the brand new music concert. So at the brand new music concert, he does this song and he's just talking all this shit. And it makes the situation, because I think what riled him up was that people were in the crowd were saying that Sign E sucks and all this other type of shit. And he was just going off at the concert. It just made shit way worse for him. So right after that, now they claim that he just left the company. But I feel like they got rid of his ass because he was bringing too much negative attention to the company and stuff like that. Um, it's like I mean, yes, there is freedom of speech. There is, but I just think what he did. I just didn't like what he did. Now I'm not saying I'm not. I listen. I'm a person that believes in equal rights for everybody. I'm not gonna be out here, saying men ain't shit. And I'm not the type of bitch. I'm just not. But how he when he went about it wrong, he went about it the wrong way. He definitely did, and it bit him in the ass. And it's just funny because like when you think of San E, his hit records aren't even like his hip hop songs. It's some fucking poppy love songs. Look it up. The song he did with Raina from After School and shit like that. Like his pop records, love songs, those are like his biggest records in Korea, not his hip hop shit. And then like people were saying that he's a creep, and the thing is like he's known for being kind of creepy because of like shit he did, like how he was pretty much on Jimin's dick when she was on Unpretty Rap Star season 1. Like he was like drooling over that girl. Mind you, Jimin was like 18, 19 at the time. Um, all that wild shit. And then I didn't know about this, but like he did something with Irene. I think like he was performing this some inappropriate song. What's it called? Sour Grapes, I think. And he was singing. He was performing the song, and then he puts his arm around Irene from Red Velvet, and she looked kind of like what the fuck. And so people were pissed about that because just one, the song is inappropriate for that setting, and two, um, was that he just obviously Irene looked very uncomfortable. But like I said, he's known for being like a fucking creep. Um, no. Jimin didn't win on Pretty Rap Star. Cheetah did, but she made it to like the final three. But no, Jimin didn't win on Pretty Rap Star. But she made it farther than I thought she would. I'll tell you that. But yeah, I just like I said, Saudi just made the whole situation way worse, way worse. And now it's bit him in the ass, and it's all his fault. In the words of Kim Kardashian, it's what she deserves. Next, so next is going to be Jimin in this whole shirt drama. So basically, if my memory serves me correct, if you can definitely correct me if I'm wrong, but Jimin, well, first off, it was announced that BTS was going to appear on this music show in Japan, but they canceled their appearance because it came out that um, that photos of Jimin wearing this shirt where it had like images of Hiroshima bombings. If y'all don't know what that is, basically that was after Japan had bombed Pearl Harbor, so America retaliated and dropped bombs on Hiroshima, which caused this whole drama. Um, this isn't the first time that someone in Korea has some controversy with Hiroshima. If y'all don't remember, Red Velvet had a huge controversy with the Happiness video where they had images of 9/11 and the Hiroshima bombings and stuff like that. So people were pissed about that. So it's not the first time where people in K-pop have like, had posted images about those events and stuff like that. So because of that, was kind of like why BTS couldn't they canceled their appearance, and it caused this huge drama between them and just people of like with the whole situation, and like it made to like the news, like I'm talking like world news was talking about this shit. And then also it came out that um what you call it oh yeah, the rising sun flag is another situation, is another one where like you just something you just don't wear it, don't tweet it, don't Instagram it, don't snap, just don't, just don't. It'll save you a lot of trouble. um and then Namjoon got caught up in some drama because years ago he did a photo shoot where he had a hat where it had like a swastika symbol on it. If y'all know what swastika is, it's dealing with Holocaust and white supremacists, all that crazy shit. So yeah, it was a whole bunch of drama with that, but that was kind of like cleared up with the styles and all sorts of shit. Um, yeah, so that was some drama. Um, and the last thing I have, if I'm not mistaken, is the situation between Miss Ariana Grande versus Chris Wu. Now, if I don't know what happened, I'll explain. So Chris had dropped his album on Taurus, if I pronounce it right, back in November. It's actually his birthday. His first album in America, and his album went #1 on iTunes. But that was also the same time where Ariana Grande dropped her new single "Thank You Next." So a lot of people was like, "Oh my God, it's gonna be her first #1 because Ariana Grande has not had a #1 hit yet." So because of that, um, Chris's album just like flooded iTunes, like the top charts on iTunes, and good old motherfucking Scooter Braun Can't stand that guy. He decided to go on Twitter claiming that, oh, Chris pretty much bought his his way onto the iTunes chart, basically saying that he had bots and that not actual people bought his album and shit like that. When if you did your fucking research, Chris is huge in China. He's fucking huge, and you know what I'm saying. So he has a lot of fans. So they went to buy his music, and it's not like this the first time his songs and his albums and stuff charted on iTunes because his song like that charted on iTunes the same day BTS came out with Fake Love, the DNA. Fake Love. The Fake Love? It was Fake Love. It was Fake Love. No, it was DNA. What fucking song? It was DNA? I'll say DNA. It might have been DNA. Either way, they came out the same time as BTS. The DNA? No, it was Fake Love. It was Fake Love. Okay, yeah, Fake Love. So yeah, so Fake Love and that song came out at the same time, but that was the number one on iTunes, and people was all pissed about that. Blah blah blah. So because of that, Ariana Grande fans was coming at Chris and all this other shit, and people were pissed at Ariana Grande because she was liking shady tweets about Chris and stuff like that. So a lot of people were disappointed in her because they're K-pop or C-pop fans. They fuck with Ariana Grande, and they were disappointed because that she was like pretty much liking shady shit about Chris. And I mean, Chris took it in stride. There was no beef really. Um, but then like Scooter, like I said, he just kept making the situation worse. He just kept saying slick shit, and I'm like, it's it's not humanly impossible for someone that isn't British or American to chart the top, chart on iTunes, right? Fuck. Anyways, that pissed me off. So yeah, I know a lot of people. Some people like some K-pop fans don't really fuck with Ariana Grande no more after that because people thought that she was being xenophobic and racist. Again, racist. That's a bit of a reach. That's a bit of a reach with the whole. Like I said, people who throw the word racist around. That's a bit of a stretch in my opinion with the whole racist thing. Um, but yeah, that was a whole mess with that. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, a lot of shit went down. So if anyone has anything else they want to add that I may have forgot to talk about, please let me know. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm here to, talk with you guys, and we can just talk about, stuff that happened in K-pop this year that I may have forgot. I think for the oh no, I forgot about BTS. So, um, BTS did a lot. I mean, I don't know. I mean, because BTS really they did a lot of shit. I mean, I explained most of it in my top artists of the year video, but I mean, between the tour selling out every show and Mic Drop and DNA going gold at the time. Now Mic Drop is now platinum. I think Idol is now, or Fake Love is now gold. Um, Love Yourself, Tear and Answer both went to number one. They did a song with Nicki Minaj. I think Idol was like in the top 12. Um, whatchamacallit? What else they did? I mean, they performed at the BBMAs. They won another top social artist award. They kept winning Hello Awards this year. They met so many fucking celebrities. Like everyone wants to work with them on other shit. So they did. So like BTS had like a crazy year this year. They really did. Um, I really want them to take a break next year, but I don't know what's gonna happen with that. I don't know. So let's see. Let's see what else happened. Oh, speaking of Blackpink, so Blackpink ends up signing with Interscope Records. So in the future, probably next year, we will be seeing Blackpink doing things in America. which is interesting. I'm kind of excited for that. Uh, um, trying to think what else is going on that I can talk about. I don't know. I mean, let me know like any other news that I missed. I may have missed some shit, but like I said, there's so much stuff that happened this year. I can't even keep up. So yeah, let me know. So I'm sitting here, so I'm here. We can talk about some stuff. But I really don't remember if I forgot anything. Oops. Um, do I want to talk about the whole Cardi B thing? Um, hold on. Let's see. No. If I'm not mistaken, I think Blackpink is one of the Blackpink is like they had like 2 billion streams or like not stream was it stream like their videos being streamed like 2 billion times this year. I saw it on Twitter today. Um, hmm, trying to think. Oh, when I made a video about Cardi and Offset. Oh yeah. Um, I don't know. Like I was on the fence of wanting to talk about like stuff that wasn't K-pop related. Maybe, but I mean, I guess since no one's saying anything, um, because I don't know if there's any. Like I said, I think I covered a lot of shit. Um, whatchamacallit. So I guess I'll give my opinion on this whole Cardi B and Nicki shit. So basically, I'm trying to think. Do I want to go back? I guess I should. I guess I have to go back. So basically, I think how this whole thing kind of started was I want to say last year. I don't say last year. I don't know. I really don't know. I kind of don't really know how it all started, to be honest. I mean, obviously, when Nicki went on her, like, she kind of took a break from the industry. Um, Cardi ends up blowing up. And so she became the new it girl. So people started fucking with Cardi and things like that. And then and then at some point they started kind of, when Nicki kind of came back, they kind of started to take digs at each other, like kind of like subliminal type shit. Um, and we already know Nicki does not do competition. I mean, you see how she was with Iggy and Azalea Banks. Like any girl that's kind of like that could be competition for her, she tries to get rid of them. And I feel like she tried to do the same thing with Cardi. And I think it's a lot of like behind the scenes, underhanded shit. Because I mean, I've heard there's been many people that came out to say that Nicki has done like underhanded, shady shit, where like she's trying to get people to not do songs. With she tells people not to do songs with certain people and say certain things about people. There's all types of like backhanded like undercover shit. And um I think what ends up coming ahead was I'm trying to think what ends up happening. I'm trying to think what led before the whole Harper's Bazaar beef thing. um I think it was supposed I don't think this was true, but supposedly someone had posted something about Nicki allegedly um liking a tweet about Cardi's motherhood. This is after Cardi had culture and things like that. So of course, any mother would be pissed about someone tweeting about someone's motherhood and stuff like that. So, but it came out that it was not true. It was photoshopped. So Nicki did not tweet about that. Um, so they go to the Harper's Bazaar party. It was the Icons party. Um, they ended up at the same place, and I think they were both ended up leaving around the same time. And then that's when Cardi pulls up on Nicki, and a fucking fight ensues. You know, Cardi tosses her shoe at Nicki, and somehow someone ends up. I think Nicki's friend Ra Ali. She ends up beating fucking Cardi upside the head, and next thing you know, she's leaving a party with a lump on her fucking head. Like I literally woke up like early in the morning. I'm like, this shit was all over Twitter. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, it's too early in the morning for this shit. So I was like, what the fuck? So everyone was talking about it, and it was just like this whole beef, um, this whole thing. And so after a while, it dies down. But then, and then of course, you know, Nicki goes on Queen Radio, and she's like laying into Cardi, saying all types of shit about her. And then I think so. We fast forward to not too, I say maybe like a month or so ago. Um, what ended up causing that whole thing with the whole Twitter shit? Oh fuck, I can't remember. What the hell what the hell led to this shit? I can't even remember. Like these two been going at it all fucking year. I can't even remember. I have to look this up because I said there's so much shit going on with this whole drama. This is fucking ridiculous. Oh, okay. So basically, what ends up happening like not too long ago was Nicki appeared on a song with Takashi 6ix9ine, and it seemed like she was taking digs at Cardi. So it says, "Nah, I never fucked a DJ on God. I dealt with scammers, drug dealers. I dealt with the same bum ass. Mm, but I never fuck me a DJ. I know what y'all gonna ask me and address this, and I addressed this a whole lot of time." Oh, this is what Cardi said. Okay, never mind. Oh, the other was a rap. Okay, so yeah, okay, so basically on the song "Mama" on Takashi's album, Nicki alludes to Cardi sleeping sleeping to get ahead. So she says, "I was out in Spain rocking a Medusa head. I ain't never have to give a rap Medusa head. If I do though, I'ma write a book like Superhead. This ain't wonder that I'm making this that super bread. Splish splash, fuck 'em in a hurry quick fast, and blah blah blah." And so Cardi is like, "Nah, I didn't fuck this dude. I didn't fuck no DJs." And I know, like, and then like if you ever watch Love and Hip Hop, people was like, okay, but what about this DJ called DJ Self? So DJ Self is like this DJ in New York, and if you watch Love and Hip Hop, supposedly they had some relationship. But according to Cardi, she said they never slept together. It was basically just for some Love and Hip Hop shit. Um, and then um, whatchamacallit, and then also Nicki was being hella messy to where for Nicki's good form video, she hired the girls that, if I don't remember, also with Cardi, this whole also shit. So basically, it was these two girls that had something to do with supposedly had slept with Offset. Go figure. So allegedly, Nicki Cardi, whatever. Cardi got the goons to run up on these two stripper bartender chicks and all this other shit. So that's what Cardi's currently, going back and forth to court for that whole drama. Um, and so because of that, Nicki has actually kind of like befriended the girls, and they actually have Nicki's lawyer. I think the same lawyer that helped get Meek Mill out of jail. So Nicki was doing some underhanded shit, basically fucking with the girls that had something to do with Offset. Um, yeah. Anything else? So yeah, pretty much just a bunch of back and forth shit. So then, um, yeah. So basically, few months ago, it came out that it came out that Offset allegedly had cheated on Cardi with this girl and her sister, and they worked at this strip club in New York. Now, if you know anything about strip clubs, yes, you have strippers, but then also nowadays the bartenders are actually getting more popular than the actual dancers. So you don't actually have to dance; you just dress a certain way and you get money like that. So you don't really have to. And then half the time, these chicks don't even know how to make drinks, pretty much. Whatever. So it's a whole another thing. Um, so basically, um, Cardi allegedly had people run up on these chicks and fight broke out. Some girl got busted in the head with an ashtray, blah blah blah. And so now Cardi's going back and forth to court because of that, and because Nicki has problems with Cardi. She did some underhanded shit. So for her good form video, she has the girls that supposedly fucked Offset in the video. A mess. A mess. Um, this shit is a mess. And so they end up going back and forth on Twitter and Instagram, and Nicki tweets things about Cardi and all this other shit, and of course the Barbs get into it. The Barty gang and the Barbs go at it, and then Cardi goes on this long ass rant on Instagram, spilling a whole bunch of stuff, talking about this, that, and the third. I'm not gonna get deep into that shit because, girl, I do not have the time for that shit. I really don't. So yeah, now to my understanding, they deaded the beef as of right now, but only time can tell. You never fucking know. So yeah, that's the whole Nicki and Cardi thing. Um, what else happened? The it's kind of funny. No, no, no. I don't see that happening. But so what's happened? Oh yeah, the whole Drake and Pusha T shit. Okay. So basically, over the summer, um, Pusha T. If you don't know who Pusha T is, Pusha T was in this group with his brother called the Clips. They was popping back in early 2000s. They split up years later, do their own shit. So Pusha T is signed with Kanye and stuff like that. So Pusha T makes this album and he kind of takes shots at Drake with the whole ghostwriting thing, which goes back to the whole Meek and Drake beef, whatever. So because of that, Drake makes a diss song about Kanye and Pusha T. Something like, oh, the Duppy freestyle. I didn't listen to the shit. And so of course, immediately people thought, oh, Drake got him. It's like the whole Meek thing all over again. But Pusha T was like, no, bitch. Not today, ho. So fucking Pusha T whips out the arsenal and he drops the story I added on. Now, baby, whoo child. Okay, I probably can't play the song because probably gonna get me fucking copyright and shit. So I'm not gonna play the song, but I'm just gonna show you the fucking cover art for this diss track, baby, baby. When I tell you the T was the T and Pusha T was actual tea, like sipping tea, cause bitch. Let me show you this shit, bro. This is the motherfucking cover art for this damn diss track. This is it. This is Drake in blackface. I cannot make this shit up. This is literally it. This literally happened. So people were shook because people were like, at first people didn't think it was real. People thought it was Photoshop, but come to find out, now how this picture never made the internet out of the 10 years Drake has been out. This is the first time we've ever seen this fucking picture. Basically, that picture was something he did. I think it was like a photo shoot, and there was something to do with it was a reason for it. I forgot the reasoning for it, but it was a reason why he said he did it. He apologized for it, but he said it was for a reason. Anyways, so basically now I didn't know nothing. I didn't. I thought it was a rumor. So basically, let's see. Pusha T talked about the fact of his parents divorcing and his father running out on Drake when he was young. Which we all, if you know, listen to Drake, you know that he talked about his parents and stuff in his before. Um, so he took shots at his father. He took shots at his moms. He admitted to the fact that Birdman or Baby, whoever you want to call him, could potentially be taking money out of Drake's pocket. If y'all know anything about Birdman or whatever, you know that he's known for not paying his artists. I mean, the fact that he owes Lil Wayne like millions of dollars. He owed Tyga like mad money. Like he's he's never paid a lot of his artists, and he's been sued many times for that. And like I said, I think he owes like Lil Wayne. Yeah, he's still a thing. He owes Lil Wayne like 10 million, more than that. He owes him like hella money, so much money. And so he talked about potentially Birdman taking money out off the top when it comes to Drake, and he mentioned the fact that he got a kid, which I didn't know, which I had no idea. I didn't know anything about this whole kid shit. So supposedly, so he does have a child, Adonis, um, with some former porn star. Go figure. I think old girl lives in the UK somewhere, so she's not even American. But yeah, he just put, and then I think what was supposed to happen was Drake was going to announce the fact that he had a son because he had this deal with Adidas, so that's why the song is called Adidon, because it's Adidas and Adonis, whatever. Um, so it was that type of shit. So there was that, and then he talked about his producer 40. If y'all know anything about Drake, 40 is the main person that produces a lot of Drake's records, but that's his friend, but he has multiple sclerosis. So 40 is actually dying. And like that was probably just that whole diss track, that was like probably one of the best diss tracks I had heard ever. Like, whoo, Jesus, and you see how Drake never responded to that song. It was best if Drake. That I think that was best if he didn't, because what were you gonna say to that? How are you gonna respond to that? Like, he literally laid out your dirty laundry. It's crazy. And that was pretty, and then I think like because of that Drake's reputation is kind of tarnished because, well, one, he made him look like a deadbeat because the fact that you're hiding the fact that you had a son. Now I understand to an extent because not everyone needs to know that you have a child. One, because it's not everyone's business, but of course people were shocked that he had a child by a former porn star, and the fact that he doesn't really see the child like that, and pretty much calling him a deadbeat, which is like, and that shit was nuts. And then it's like also what's tarnishing his image is that like people have been saying that Drake has been kind of doing like some shady shit behind the scenes as well. Like, I mean, like I've heard stories of him calling goons on chicks who end up pregnant by him to pretty much threaten chicks to get abortions and miscarriages and shit like that. And I've heard multiple stories of him doing shit like that. And that's ouch. Well, that's what happens when you don't wear condoms there, Aubrey. What the fuck, dude? What you doing? If you were wrapping that shit up, you wouldn't have to worry about getting kids now, would you? But yeah, that whole shit was a whole mess. A mess. And then it ends up, coming ahead with like last week with the whole Kanye rant thing, and all of a sudden Kanye starts ranting and raving about, Drake threatened my family and this, that, and the third. And mind you, Drake and Kanye live like down the street from each other in LA. Real shit. And what else? Kim got into it. It was just like, child was a whole mess. Whole mess. It said Drake said he had another diss track after the story added on. Drake didn't release it because it was talking to her. Oh, right. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, so Drake did have a diss track, but he just said fuck it, because I think it would have kind of gone. I think it would have gotten serious. It wouldn't have just been on like wax and shit. It would have gotten to like people getting shot and shit, and then so yeah, like I've been hearing like people talk about like Drake isn't really this nice guy as he say he is, and that he does underhanded shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he called, like supposedly Drake had goons run up on Pusha T when he had a show in Toronto, like maybe like last month or something like that. Girl, these rappers shout. I miss. Yeah, him and Rihanna dated, and then supposedly like him and Rihanna supposedly aren't cool anymore. I don't know. Nor do I give a fuck. I don't know. Um, or whatever. Let's see. What else? Um, what else happened I could talk about? I don't really want to get deep. I don't want to get into no serious shit, so I'm not going to talk about a lot of the like mass shootings and stuff, because I don't want to get really too deep into that type of stuff. Um, hmm. What about the whole little pump shit, or just what he tweeted or whatever? I mean, I know like Jay Park has been like on Twitter lately, doing like the Ask Jay type of things, and he's been answering people's tweets and asking people questions and shit. And I know he made some tweet and people for some reason alluded to the fact that he was talking about BTS. I'm like, bitch, no one's talking about BTS. Shut up. Like, not everything that's related to K-pop is about BTS. Calm the fuck down. But I know people was getting on Jay about the whole little pump shit. Um, I mean, I don't give two fucks about Lil Pump. I really don't care. And am I surprised he did that shit? Fuck no. I'm not surprised. And I honestly do not expect no apology from Lil Pump. He ain't gonna say sorry. He's not gonna apologize for shit. So, you know what I'm saying? If y'all really think Lil Pump gonna apologize for that shit, y'all gonna be waiting forever because he ain't gonna do it. But yeah, I'm not surprised he did that shit. But I know people kind of like pissed at Jay for kind of like not saying anything about it. But yeah, I heard about that shit. I was like, oh Jesus. Um, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, are we surprised? No. So pumped for Christ. It's so pumped for Christ's sakes. I'm like, um. So again, I'm not surprised about him doing that. And yeah, I didn't know who that China Mac dude was, but I heard that dude don't play. Like I heard he don't went to jail for like shooting somebody. So he really bought that life. So I'm like, I really want to fuck with that guy. I really want to fuck with that dude. Um. Oh yeah, fucking Azalea Banks. Oh Jesus Christ. So Azalea Banks. It's the thing is, I don't care for her. I only maybe like one song from her, but I think her downfall is her. It's like she reminds me a lot of like Jeffree Star, where like every time they get into some shit, they blame other people but themselves. That they don't take responsibility for their actions and their words and shit like that. It's always someone else's fault. Um, not just talking about just in general, but so basically, Azalea Banks was basically you know what I'm saying, talking hella. So they basically invited her to Wildin' Out. So she comes on Wildin' Out, and somebody makes a joke. She gets all in her feelings. She starts crying, and it's funny because, if you know anything about her, she talks big shit on the internet, coming at people, dragging people. But the minute she goes on to Wildin' Out, where that should be something that comes natural to her, she gets all upset. She starts to cry. I'm like, so where's all this energy when you be on Instagram and Twitter talking all types of reckless? So it's like, so at this point, Azalea Banks can't say nothing to me anymore because it's like, girl, you can't handle a joke on Wildin' Out. It's like if you watch Wildin' Out, that's all they do. They make jokes. They make they make race jokes. They talk about Nick Cannon. They talk about the fact that he got divorced. The fact that, you know what I'm saying, he was married to Mariah Carey and all his failed relationships, and the fact that he, got fired from America's Got Talent. They talk about the men who signed their checks. What makes you think you're any different, girl? That's what they do on Wild 'N Out. They make them types of jokes. Like that's the point of Wild 'N Out, girl. So it's like, sis, you really gonna get all deep for your feelings because they made a joke, girl? Like, girl, save it. Um, I guess since you mentioned 6ix9ine, so again, where do I start with this? I really don't know much about these new dudes, nor do I really give two fucks. But you couldn't escape this dude all year. Like, him getting the beefs with, YG in the game, and, starting drumming with the Bloods, and, you know, um, get into it with Chief Keef, and trying to pull a 50 Cent, and, took his baby mama out shopping, and then, going to Chicago and claiming he was on Old Block when, he went to Old Block at like 5 in the morning, and, all this other stuff. Um, and then now he's currently locked up because of, racketeering and all this other type of shit, because he's caught up in this, Treyway, the gang in New York, and now, now that he's caught up in this drama, now he's trying to claim that, oh, it's just for shock value. I'm like, oh. So now it's shock value, but you was screaming Treyway for the past year, and you bought this blood, like you bought that, you want people to touch their gangsta and all this other shit, but now your ass finna do life in jail. Now you sitting here trying to sing another tune. Oh, okay. Okay, I see you, bitch. It's so funny when motherfuckers like they do certain they be staying they be acting a certain type of way, but when shit get hot, they sing a whole nother tune. I ain't surprised. I'm not surprised because he's trying. Takashi would need Jesus to get him out of jail, and that ain't happening. And the fact that like they talking about and then the fact that the people that he was like rolling with pretty much wanted him dead. Like he ended up getting kidnapped by people that he that was once like a part of his team because they got mad because he fired him. A mess, a whole mess. And I know a lot. And you know, speaking of, so let me talk about Nicki Minaj and her shenanigans. So Nicki, you know, she comes back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, supposedly there's a snitch. And so I said, shit ain't looking too hot for good old Takashi. So, I mean, I don't tell you there, bro. Anyhow. Um, so yeah. What was I talking about? Nicki Minaj. So she comes back and, you know, all this other stuff. But just like her behavior has been weird. Like, I mean, besides the whole, like, Nicki thing, um, I meant the whole Cardi thing. Um, so she, you know, she started Queen Radio, which is like her radio show. I don't want to say podcast, her radio show, and um, so this is what happened when Queen dropped, and it went to number two and not number one. So if y'all do not know, Nicki Minaj has not had a number one album yet, and she's been in the game for 10 years, and she has not had a number one song. Now she's had hit songs, but as a feature, but not her own song. And her highest charting song to date is Barbie Dreams. That's just the facts. Um, so basically, she goes on this rant, and on her on Queen Radio, she has this thing called Cocksucker of the Day, kind of like Donkey of the Day, and she gave it to Travis Scott. Why? Because his album went number one and not hers, and she was pissed because how shit is done is kind of weird how it's done. So basically, he had his album, but they incorporate like out like tour merch in the album. So it's like if you buy like a shirt, you get the album, and that counts as a sale. Some old weird shit. Some old weird confusing shit, to be honest. What's much further? So and then like she came at Kylie and the poor baby because they were like pretty much promoting Travis's tour, blah blah blah. And then yeah, it's just I mean like honestly like her behavior has just been weird, and then especially like with that journalist, the journalist that she like pretty much dragged on Twitter. Basically, it's this journalist which is basically saying that Nicki needs to grow with her music and she needs to stop rapping about the same shit. She didn't say anything disrespectful or anything like that. But the next thing you know, Nicki slides in her DMs and calling her all types of hoes and I'm rich and blah 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 blah. And of course, the Barbs tore her apart, and I think the Barbs are continuing to tear her apart. And then the fact that people are pissed that she worked with Takashi, who I don't want to say a pedophile per se, but is a creep, and people are pissed about that. And also because you know her brother is a he's a sex offender because her brother is in jail because he molested his stepdaughter. Real shit, Google it. So it's that and just beefs with Cardi and just whole bunch of shit and I don't know what's going on with her. I don't know what's going on with her. It's weird. I don't want to just assume that like she's mentally unstable or whatever. I don't know, but I just know something is not right with Nicki. She's not. I don't know. I don't know. God, what else? Um, oh, so Mac Miller, um, he died of an accidental overdose. I was sad because I was a really big fan of Mac Miller. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been listening to his stuff in a while, but I remember like when he first came out, I was really into his music and things like that. I remember, he was active on his YouTube channel and he was a funny ass dude and you know what I'm saying, like you when you heard about Matt, you never heard of him like getting abused with people. Like he was cool with literally everybody. So you know what I'm saying? It was sad to hear that he passed and people was like, oh, it was a suicide or oh, it was drug overdose. It was an accidental overdose. I mean, it was fentanyl and cocaine, so it's like, but yeah, that was pretty sad. And then, um, who else? Oh, and then, excuse me, XXX Tentacion was murdered this year. I was in Colorado, and me and I literally like just got to Colorado. Maybe like it was like my second day in Colorado. Me and Sam came from the movies, and I just happened to go on Twitter, and it said that he died. I'm like, okay, and then come to find out that he was murdered. So basically, he was in Miami at a motorcycle shop. He was out, and then somebody just ran up on him, robbed him, shot him, and killed him. He was killed in broad daylight, and it caused this whole big controversy because you had people that were one fans of his and really loved him and his music, but then you had other people who hated him and was celebrating his demise. And how I stand on it, now I'm not going to sit here and say I was a fan. I wasn't. I'm not gonna lie. Like I did. I remember I saw a video of his like a while prior, and it was him giving. He was like talking to like some kids at I don't know what kind of home. It was like kind of like a boys and girls club type of thing, and he was he gave like a bunch of toys and stuff to the kids, and he was talking to the kids and stuff like that. So I thought that was different, like interesting to watch. Um, and then so like I really, like I said, I didn't hate the kid, but I wasn't a fan just because of like the stuff that happened in the past just put a bad taste in my mouth. But I wasn't jumping for joy when he was murdered. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't think that was okay. If you didn't like him, that's fine. But just making jokes and celebrating someone's murder, I just didn't think it was cool. I didn't think that was okay. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't sit right with me. I don't want people to misconstrue me saying that, what I'm saying, but that's how the fuck I feel. I wasn't okay with people's behavior, and of course, like, K-pop fans were making jokes and stuff like that. I don't know why, because I don't know how X and K-pop had any fucking correlation with each other, but okay. Um, so that was kind of, that kind of like flooded um, my timeline for a while. Um, Stan Lee died. I mean, he's the man that created Marvel. So, I mean, the man looked like he was 95. Most people don't even make it that, nowhere near that long. So, I mean, he lived a long life, fulfilling life. And he gave us a lot of, yeah, he has a lot of great things. Like, I never read, like, the comics. Because I honestly don't know where I can get the comics. But I watched the films, majority of the films. And even though Batman is my favorite superhero, I love the Marvel films. Um, you know what I'm saying? I always look forward to like his appearance on any of the Marvel movies and stuff like that. So um, yeah, like he was a big part of people's lives. You know, people's just like childhood and things like that. So I mean, sad. It's gonna be missed. Um, what else? What else? I don't remember. I can't remember. Oh, the new edition story. So that was it this year or last year? That had it in this year. I think the new edition story happened this year. I think it was it last year. No, it was last year. Never mind. I was like, when the fuck did it happen? It was last year. Um, oh my god. Yeah, the Bobby Brown story was this year. Now, I knew, uh, I knew somewhat about Bobby's life because um, Bobby Brown was a big part of my upbringing because my mom really liked Bobby Brown and stuff like that. I'm gonna keep it G. I wasn't really familiar with New Edition's music. I've only really been familiar with the solo shit. So I knew about Bobby Brown. I knew about Ralph. I knew about BBD and Johnny Gill, but I just never really was all that familiar with like the group shit until like later on in life. Um, cause my mom used to play Bobby Brown in my house like all the time. So I knew a lot about the whole Bobby Brown story, and I was definitely intrigued to see how they were going to do it. But yeah, they pretty much went and did a lot of things. Was surprising, the fact that one, how he doesn't have like some crazy STD. The fact that he was getting all these chicks pregnant and sleeping with so many people, like that's dangerous, especially back in like the 90s, where like the AIDS epidemic. That was scary. How he honestly did not catch anything. God forbid. Um, the fact that he dated Janet Jackson. Okay, I had no idea that happened. Um, the fact that he still breathed all the drugs he did. I'm surprised he's still alive. Cause he did a lot of drugs, and I'm surprised he's still alive. To be completely honest with you, but I mean, I'm glad he's still here. You know, what I'm saying, he done got his act together. He's staying out of jail, all that other shit. It was really good. I mean, was it as good as the New Edition story? I don't know. I mean, it was good, but it wasn't like as good as the New Edition story. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, Bobby got hella kids. He got hella kids. Um, I mean, I definitely do feel bad about with Bobby, the fact that he lost his ex-wife and his daughter. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely that's tough to it's a tough pill to swallow. Um, let's see, like what the hell else going on this year? Black Panther. Oh my God! Everybody and their grandmother was Wakanda and forever for like months. I kind of got sick of it after a while. I mean, I was excited about the movie. I honestly didn't know much about the story because again, I never read the comic book, so I didn't really know much about the story. But I remember going to see the movie, and I really enjoyed it. I was trying to see it like again, but I never got a chance to see it twice. But I mean, the movie was really good. Um, and like I said, everybody was just like, "What kind of forever?" I'm like, okay, cool story. Like, okay. So that was that, and then yeah, the whole band thing, like y'all, it wasn't even that fucking serious. Like, it people, like I said, people tend to just, blow shit out of proportion because they just do. It's just fucking aggravating, to be completely honest. It wasn't that fucking deep. He didn't do anything wrong. Get off his dick. Anyways. um, what else? I feel like I'm forgetting shit, but so much shit that happened and shit. I can't keep up. Um, oh yeah, the whole thing with Wasa. I mean, I don't know. I mean, anyone knows Mama Moon knows that, like, she's like, I guess, like the sexy one in the group, so it's not really surprising. I mean, yeah, she wore that outfit. Okay, yeah, whatever. Get over it. So it's like whatever. It's like whatever. Another thing is that I'm glad that more girl groups are we're killing it this year in K-pop. Thank you, because it's been a sausage party for the longest. So I'm glad to see more girl groups to be more, doing it this year. Um, I really can't think of nothing. I mean, I really don't know what else to think. I really can't think of nothing else. Okay, yeah, all right. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so why is everyone's parents is out here scheming, scamming people? What the fuck is up? I mean, I just found out about the whole microdot shit like today. Like, I think Win's parents was doing some scheming shit. Um, Doki, like, what the fuck? Why is everyone? Now here's the thing, where I have to call bullshit is if the parents, grown ass adults, is out here scamming people, why do their kids gotta pay for the debt? Huh? How does that work? I wasn't scamming people. You know what I'm saying? Like, Yenny from Wonder Girls, her father was using the father who she doesn't really have a relationship with, was using her name to scam people. So why in the blue hell does she have to pay for his debt? Explain that to me. Explain, because I don't understand that at all. I think that's absolute bullshit. That these people have to pay for their parents, you know, because they out here scheming. And then I heard about the whole thing with Microdot. Basically, now I don't know if it's true, but basically, like, he's talked about how he has hella um sorry, he's from New Zealand, and you know what I'm saying. So supposedly they ran off. He don't move to his apartment. I just feel like doing that just makes the situation worse. But again, the kids should not have to pay for the parents that they was knowingly out here scamming people. Get the fuck out of here. That is not cool. Like, y'all grown ass people, what y'all should know better. If you ain't got no money, that's not. You know what I'm saying? Um. Oh yeah, the whole Jenny thing. So Jenny supposedly, not supposedly, but people was pissed about Jenny just like being lazy with her performance, and like I said, that video made her look real bad. That video made her look real fucking bad. Oh my god. Mm-mm-mm. It didn't help her at all. And YG can't handle the fact that people's out here clocking Jenny ass because she was just out here just not giving her all, which is, I don't know, but I mean, hopefully she gets it together because mm, um what else? Then what else happened? Mm. That dude, the oh fuck, what's his name? Jesus Christ. The dude, the dude, the dude. The fuck's his name? He was some actor, and he got like pretty much his career as like Dunzo because he was out here sexually assaulting people. Oh, what's his name? Was it the show? Was it show champion? Fuck. Oh my god, what's his name? The guy that was out. I don't know if it was the show champion, one of those shows or music. No, music core, music bank. Whatchamacallit. He ended up getting kicked to the curb because he was out here fucking sexually assaulting people and shit. What the fuck? Oh my god, not music core, music bank. What are those? Oh, jeez, what the fuck was his name? It has to be music bank, not music core. Um, bank, yeah. Yes, Lee So Wan. That's his name. Yup. So this dude was out here fucking sexually assaulting people and threatening chicks, and then where is it? Let me find out the actual. I think he actually ended up getting arrested. Yeah, so he was an actor. So Music Bank, yes. Um, what is it, man? Music Bank. So Lee So Wan was investigated for sexual harassment. I saw sexual harassment. He said he threatened the victim with a weapon, and also it was it was a celebrity. Okay, so it said the victim has yet to be revealed, but it's support. So it's some celebrity. I don't know if it's a singer, actress, whatever. But they said he tried to kiss her and make physical contact while drinking together, but she made it clear that she didn't want no parts of that. But I guess he wasn't trying to hear that, and then like um she called her boyfriend, which ended up him threatening her. So because of that, um he ended up getting fired from the the music bank, and then he was in a drama, so they ended up um kicking him off for that. Um, oh jeez, what was that? Um, oh Jesus, it was something else that happened this year. Was it this year? Oh my God, was it this year or was it last year? Oh my gosh, I can't remember. Fuck was it? Ah yes. Oh, that was this year as well. Okay, so the actress what was it, Jung Jaeon, she had committed suicide back in 2009, but her case got reopened after like the whole Me Too movement was brought to Korea, and it came out that her suicide note basically led to the fact that whatchamacallit, that that she pretty much was forced into doing things in the industry. Like I guess she was forced to like sleep with people in the industry and stuff like that. And so I think because of that, that caused her to commit suicide. And I know because of that, so they brought back the case. They brought open the case. I don't think really. I haven't really heard much of it since then. Um, yeah, I don't really know too much about. They didn't really. Like I said, they didn't say too much after that. Let's see. Yeah, that was a crazy story. That was really fucked up to hear about what happened to her. Okay, yeah. So basically, she was saying that, I guess in her letter that she was it like they I guess they made her get like plastic surgery, I think, and then the fact that they kind of like forced her to like sexually entertain people to kind of, I guess, to try to like get ahead, and said that she was supposed to take drugs and stuff like that. She was in Boys Over Flowers. Um, that's just sad, man. It's just sad that she had to go through that, and it's also fucked up because she's probably not the only one that had to go through something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like people just abusing their power and things like that. I don't know. I didn't watch Boys Over Flowers, so I don't watch dramas. So I just know that she was in it. So I don't know what character she played, but yeah, it's fucked up that like she took her own life because of like being in it. Like I said, this isn't the first time I've heard stories about people was forced to, do things pretty much against their will to get ahead in the business. You know what I'm saying? Um, it was a story I heard like a couple years ago of this girl who was this man was charged with statutory rape, but he didn't go to jail, of course. So the story was he met this girl when she was like maybe like 14, and he convinced her parents to let her live with him because he was going to mold her into this idol, into this superstar. Of course, that never happened. I think he ended up knocking her up, and at one point, and all this other type of crazy shit. But did he go to jail? No, no. And then I think the girl ended up coming out saying, "Oh no, 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 it's another story." But but yeah, like I've heard shit. I've heard shit. I've heard some crazy shit about what some of these fucking people be doing to these people when it comes to this industry shit. That's fucking terrible. That's awful. Mm-mm-mm. Anyways, um, anything else um that I should talk about that happening good old K-pop this year? Yes, I can't really think of anything else to add. I said there's so much stuff that happened. fine. Just, just been tired. And just, I've been working since, let's see, um, today is the 21st. So, hmm. Uh, because last week I was out for majority of last week because I got sick. So, I've been working since, like, I'm about to go Friday, so I've been working for 8 days straight, and I have to work another 3 days, so eight. So I'm going to be working a total of 11 days straight. Well, no, 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 scratch that. Besides today, because I requested off. So about like 10 days, because I been trying to catch up on hours since I was sick last week. Because last week I ended up getting tonsillitis, so that took me. That was kind of out from work for So yeah. Um. So yeah. So I have to work tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday. So yes, I work Christmas Eve, but I am off Christmas, day after Christmas, and the day after that. So I should be able to do my YouTube anniversary video because I'm off that day. Um, I have to start working on my Handsome Idols video. Um, I don't think there's any other videos I need to do before the year is over that I can try and like squeeze in, because the week when the new year starts, I'm going to be back to my busy ass schedule at work. But I should be having a nice little checky check tomorrow because, like I said, I've worked approximately probably over 35 hours this week, which I don't think I've ever worked this many hours before, which is a lot, but it is what it is. Um, Yeah, damn, I've been on it for 3.5 hours. Wow. I mean, luckily I don't have to go to work until 7 o'clock tomorrow. So yeah, I close at midnight. Man, it's been crazy at work. I work in retail, so you already know how it is. It's about the time of year. Everyone named Mama is going shopping. Blah blah blah. It's been nuts at my it's been nuts at work. I've been tired. So I'm glad I actually had a day off. I only had a day off because I had a doctor's appointment today. Other than that, I probably would have been working this today too. Um, yeah. So like I said, I just been. Oh, gotta pick up this garbage. So yeah, ugh, I just been busy with work. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know what else to talk about. I mean, as I said, it's been so much. Like I said, I talked about so much stuff that happened. Did my yearly roundup stuff. Um, I don't think I really forgot really anything important. I don't think. I don't think I did. Um, um, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, there's nothing else. You guys want me to talk about? I guess I'll go. Cause I've been on for like 3.5 hours, so nothing. Went through everything. Talked about some stuff. Talked about the stuff that wasn't part of K-pop. Um, all that good stuff. Um, yeah, yeah. Just remember, I have to start working on my videos. So I'll probably I you sent me an important video Okay. Was it on Twitter? Okay. Let me check. I didn't get it yet. Okay. Um. Yeah, I really can't think of nothing else to talk about. We went through a lot of stuff, talked about a lot of shit. Um. So I don't know. I guess I'm gonna go because it's 11 o'clock and I gotta go try to attempt to wash my clothes before I have to go to work tomorrow. Can Christmas come already so I can like not be at work? 'Cause I'm tired. Yo, when I tell y'all I'm tired, y'all, I am tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of ringing up people and stuff. It's tiring. And then it's like I close at midnight tomorrow, so that's fun. Okay. Yeah, so it's like I get off at midnight, so depends on how things go. I probably won't be home till like I don't know, 1 o'clock. Oh, I watched it. I meant to tell you that. I watched it yesterday. Not yesterday. I watched it when I watched it on Tuesday. I watched it on my way to work. Bad time when I watched it. It made me sad. But yeah, anywho. Um but yeah, I said it's just tired as hell. I'm just tired as hell, y'all. So like I said, I think the next like I said, when the hell is this? Thursday. Thursday would be my YouTube anniversary video. I don't know what the hell we'll do with that, but I'll figure it out. And coming up is also my Handsome Idols video that I always do. No, no, I didn't cry. But I got sad. Um, but yeah, I think that's it. I think that's the end of the videos. I think I normally do at the end of the year. Um, so if I don't see you guys beforehand, I hope you guys have a very happy, safe Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate. Um, hope you guys get good stuff. Um, I'm actually going to visit my brother for Christmas. So this is the first time I'm actually like spending Christmas. That's I don't because my brother moved out, so it's my first time spending Christmas. Thanksgiving, okay. This is my first time spending Christmas like the holidays with my brother, like that. So it's gonna be interesting. So I'm just glad to be off work. So yeah, again, hope you guys have a great Christmas. I hope you guys have a safe holidays, all that good stuff. Eat all the food, eat till you pop. Fuck a diet. Who cares about diets? It's the holidays. You can have a cheat week. It's all good. You know the holiday candy and all the food you eat for the holidays, all that good stuff. Um, yeah. So I will. Yeah. What's a diet? Who cares about diets? But yeah. Like I said, I will probably see you guys on Thursday for my YouTube anniversary video. I can't believe it's been like 4 years since I've been making YouTube videos. Holy skadoodle. But yeah, so I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys so much for joining me on my YouTube, well, my YouTube, huh? My K-pop yearly roundup video. I hope it was entertaining, and all that good stuff. So yeah, thanks again. I'm gonna get out of here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Night, guys.